Okay, everyone. So it's about time now where we can get started. Well, first of all, can you all hear me, right? Olivia, you can hear me?
I can hear you.
Great, great. Well, first of all, thank you very much for everyone for joining this semi-final pitch competition of the Game On 2022. Quick introduction: I'm Bowie, the event organizer for the conference, and I am active in the angel investment and the VC space. So, event is not really my bread and butter, but conducting this event also helps with the startup ecosystem as well as making the event very educational to let more people to understand what's happening in this space. So this is my second year organizing this conference, and very happy, excited to have this first session of the semifinal. So joining us, we have Olivia Lee, and also from Cindy Dunn. Maybe before we get started, I would like to have Olivia to introduce yourself, give us a few words of encouragement, and maybe a little tips or expectation what you're looking for from the pitch competition today. Over to you.
Super. Thank you, Bowie. So, hi, everyone. It's a delight to be here as one of the first semifinal judges, along here with Cindy. So, my name is Olivia Lee. I work for Black Pine. Black Pine is a private investment company based here in Hong Kong. And we focus on a variety of different sectors. In the last year, we focused a lot in the new economy sectors such as AIML, quantum computing, carbon neutrality, and of course, crypto, Web3, DeFi is also part of what we do. So, of course, during this time at Black Pine, I've had the pleasure of meeting an incredible amount of founders, entrepreneurs, and really great companies. And I hope I'm able to give some useful feedbacks to all today. In terms of what I'm looking for during this semifinal pitch, is from a marketing background, I love to hear a great brand story. I like to see about like the passion from the team and the leader. And we all know through the entrepreneurial journey, there's going to be a lot of storm that they have to weather. So then, of course, other things would be like adoption, scalability in their target audience. And lastly, how it will make a positive impact in the Web3 space.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Olivia. And Cindy, your turn. Could you please introduce yourself and also give some sort of word of encouragement to the startup and little bit tips or expectation that you're looking for from the startup?
Okay, great. Thank you, Bowie. Thank you, Olivia. Thank you so much for having us today. So my name is Cindy. I'm the executive director at Gobi Partners. We're an early stage investor here in Hong Kong. Actually, Gobi is a Pan-Asian platform. So a quick overview about Gobi. Gobi's been around for 20 years. This year is our 20th anniversary. Our offices span around China and Southeast Asia. And we typically invest in startups at a earlier stage, so Series A, B, C. And in terms of Web3 investments, we've made a couple of investments in the space. One is a company called Amber Group. The other one is Animoca Brands, which Bowie is very familiar with because Yacht is also quite involved in the Smart Start Me Up Festival. In terms of words of encouragement, we would just, I think everyone has already, it's not less about the result, more about the process. So just give it your best, and I'm sure everything will be great. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Cindy. So Louis and Teen are part of my team from Aspire. And Louis will be helping us to display the deck. And we have 12 projects in this session. So each project will have 4 minutes, exactly 4 minutes to pitch, including Q&A. So recommended time will be 2 minutes for pitching and 2 minutes for the Q&A. So, but then for the startup wise, if none of the judges have any questions for you, a little tips from me would be, you need to ask yourself a question and answer it your own to fully utilize the time. So the first project we have is Meta Players. So are they here? Louis?
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, Louis, are you here?
Hello?
Yes, Tin. And Louis, can you do the share screen for the deck?
Yep.
And I don't see meta players, so let's go for the
Yeah.
next one, which
We'll
is
start with Playtrix first. We don't have the first, second, and third, so they're the fourth in your
that's fine.
sheet.
Can you bring them in?
I am here. Good afternoon.
Yep. And the deck,
Hi.
is the deck ready?
I can use my own deck if you wish, but
The
Yeah.
time
So I
start.
think
Yeah.
yeah.
So can you pull the deck, and we need to get it going now. So
please go
uh,
ahead.
the timer.
It's ready. Once the deck is up.
Louis.
Yep, sharing now. Wait. Oh my.
So once again, they're number four, Playtrix.
Yeah, so I guess then we are not really in sequence according to the Excel
Yes.
file. So this is number 4, just to be
Yes.
clear to the
I want to
judges.
be number one, by the way. Oh, okay.
So I think we're okay.
Should be okay, yeah. Well, let me
me-
quickly introduce
Your
myself.
time start now.
Timer starts now.
Okay. Well, as said, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Anjo. Nice meeting you. I represent Playtrax, and we have a additional brand called The Playgrounds, which is all about the NFT market. Please go to the next slides. Yes. We are headquartered in Dubai and in Europe. What it is we do, we have an all-in-one platform for the music industry, and our goal is to literally replace all single tools so people can save a lot of money and have one place to manage their business. NFT marketplaces are becoming a key outlet when it comes to monetization and exposure, especially for indie artists, and we cater to that. And our main goal, and that's what we are known for, is to democratize the industry. We enable and empower artists to make more money. Please go to the next. So we are typically a Web 2 and a Web 3. Why? Because me, as a CEO of the company, I like to mitigate risk. Web 3, as you have all noticed this year, is kind of like wacky. For that reason, it's good to have a Web 2 approach, meaning that users who are known to the internet as is feel happy. We are all about AI, metadata, blockchain, and NFTs. We replace on average with our users about 10 apps. So they save already 10 subscriptions.
30 seconds left.
Transparency and insights, and we act globally. So we have a very nice mixture of clients in Asia, Middle East, Europe, and the USA. Please, next. Okay. So our all-in-one approach, first of all, we have a data dashboard where we aggregate data from about
Time's
140
up. I'm sorry. You can proceed
different,
with the Q&A.
do music distribution to 200 plus streaming stores, and three
Judges, you can ask
marketplaces.
your question. Time's up.
I'm sorry.
It's time for the Q&A. Judges, you can start with your questions.
Okay, so it's Q&A session now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I guess it was quite short, but
I think so too, but
tell us a little bit more about
so
your business model, so you can, I guess, keep going. I think you were going to get there, but
yeah, I'm sorry for this. This is, I feel a little bit annoyed because in the background was a lot of noise. Please go to the last slide. Yeah, the one before the last. Yeah. I mean, as said, we went live in May of last year. The Playgrounds, which is the NFT marketplace, went live in February. On the all-in-one app, we have about 6,000 users, so we have nice traction there. By now, we have about 160K NFTs minted. The beauty is that we have the metadata of over 6 million artists, 70 million songs, and we started to generate revenue. It's a little bit sad that I have not been able to show a couple of more slides, but this is what it is. We're a pretty cool company. Please have a look at the deck as such. There's more info in it, and I'm pretty sure you will enjoy the majority of what it is we do. If you have any questions, please let me know.
Yep, let me see. Can I just start off by saying thank you so much, Anyo, for sharing about Playtracks
Well,
today. Can you just summarize exactly what is it? Is it a music metaverse platform marketplace, or
it
it's
is,
a platform to encourage artists to mint their own music, NFTs, that type of thing?
so
Didn't
on the
catch
one
all of it.
side,
My
30
apologies.
seconds left.
all in one on the one side, we have the all-in-one app with all the functionality really, really needed by any indie artist. Then we have the NFT marketplace, which is up and live. And thirdly, which is about to be launched very soon, is our own little metaverse. Yeah,
Time's
based
up.
on. Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much. So do you have stars up? Their next speaker set. Stars up. So I don't think we have stars up. Fracture Labs. Are you is Fracture Labs here?
Yeah. Hello. So I can start
Hi.
if you like. Yep. I'll share my screen and
So,
I'll go
Louis,
to.
what is Stephen's project? What's the name of the project?
And stars Fracture Labs. They're number 6.
Virtual Lab number 6. So, judges,
Yes.
this is number 6.
Great.
We'll start once your deck is up.
Yeah, I'll bring it up. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Your
So
time
Okay,
start
great.
now.
starts now.
Okay. Hi there. I'm Stephen. I'm the CEO of Fracture Labs. We're developing Decimated, which is a multiplayer online role-playing game in a cyberpunk metaverse. We're developing this in Unreal Engine 5. We've received an Epic Mega Grant. We've won several awards for our game. We have more than 50 people working in the project, all AAA game developers. We've previously worked on Cyberpunk 2077, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, The Division, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and 2K Games Evolve. Here's some screenshots and GIFs of our project. It's an open world survival sandbox in Unreal Engine 5 where players can compete with each other to earn crypto and trade NFTs. We've raised 4.3 million. We were offered more than 34 million from 180 investors, but we stuck to our raise and we've just raised 4.3. We did a public sale and it sold out in 10 seconds. We raised 600K in 10 seconds when we did our IEO. We've got Alameda Research, Mechanism Capital, Hobie Ventures, and Spartan as our lead investors, and we have several others that are involved. We've also got 130 influencers who also requested early allocation in our token sale. So we've got a 1 billion total supply of our tokens. We sold 15% in our pre-sale to raise that 4.3 million. We're currently listed on Hobie, Gate, and Radium, and we're still selling a lot of tokens while we're developing the game. We're currently raising 10 million for development and marketing, and we're currently in discussion with a lot of big video game funds and blockchain funds. In terms of our roadmap, I set the company up and self-funded it for many years from 2018 until now.
30 seconds left.
We've developed a prototype and won awards for it. We developed a pre-alpha. We won awards for that when we raised 4.1 million, which is in addition to the 200K that I put in to start the business back in the early days. So we're currently in development on the alpha and the marketplace, which will be launched next year. And then we'll have the beta launch the following year and PlayStation, Xbox the year after that. So essentially, we're making a free-to-play game with play-to-earn mechanics, an NFT marketplace with in-game purchases, user-generated content, and in-game trading fees. And that's going to involve cyberpunk apartments, character customizations, vehicles, weapons, and drones.
Time's
And
up.
that's it.
Thank
That's
you so much, judges. You may now start with the Q&A.
Thank you so much, Stephen. And that was an impressive pace that you were able to fit everything in. Can you give us a little bit of more background about your own background and some of the core team members, how you came together?
I've been working in the games industry for 14 years, predominantly in AAA game production, art, animation, cinematics, and VFX. So I've been working with studios like Ubisoft, 2K Games, Gearbox Software, Sega, and several others. And the people on my team are also industry veterans who I've worked with at other studios, and we've hired from other studios such as Wargaming, PUBG Corporation, Ubisoft, Fish Labs, and other studios. We hire people based on the quality of their portfolio and their level of coding experience. So now we've got more than 55 people working on the project, and we're all highly experienced. We do have juniors as well, but our seniors are the ones that you're probably most interested in. So yeah.
Super cool. Thanks, Stephen. That was a very good pace. That was a lot of information. How do you find yourself compared to, say, like, I guess some of the AAA game leaders here, like Riot Games or Epic Games? How are you guys different?
Well, we use Epic Games as technology, and we're in contact with Epic Games on a regular basis to help fix issues that they have with their own engine. And we have received a mega grant from Epic Games as well. So we're not a competitor of theirs; we're a partner of theirs. In terms of Riot Games, our game is completely different from Riot Games. We're making a third-person open-world survival role-playing game, whereas Riot Games is a top-down isometric kind of multi-online battle arena game. But of course, we can target that audience. We can try and get some of their players to play our games. But our game is much more like PUBG and Fortnite. And again, I don't consider ourselves competitors of those because we're aiming to capture a small percentage of that total accessible market. Yeah.
Super cool.
I'm currently at Gamescom right now, by the way, pitching the game here too. So I'm doing this at the same time.
Does anyone have Cindy, any more questions or comments? Nope. Okay.
All right. So we have
super fast pace. Cheers.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
So we have Creo Engine. They're number 7. So once again, they're number 7, Creo Engine. So please do share your screen, David.
Okay. Wait. Let me. Yes. So okay, can you guys hear me? Clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes. If you can make it louder.
Okay, I think I'll just
Alright,
yell.
Timer starts now.
Okay, so hey everyone, and thank you for your time. My name is David, and I'm the PR manager of Creo Engine. So we're based in Indonesia, and okay, let's jump into it. So Creo Engine was established back in September 2021. What we're building here is a sandbox. Actually, not the one that Animoca has made. So we think a sandbox is the essence of collaboration of everybody in the space or industry. We think of to do that is, of course, it's through interoperability. To unite everyone in the metaverse. So to do that, first we made our own in-house game studio. It is called Nobina Games, which currently hosts more than 70 staff working as programmers, music producers, visual artists, blockchain IDs, and more. All of them are in-house. And we're making 4 games in parallel, as you can see here. So the first one is called Evermore Nights, a Japanese turn-based JRPG game, and Slime Haven, a pet breeding simulator game very similar to Axie Infinity. So these 2 are coming out this year. And the other 2 are Merchant Marvels, a crafting game, and Peony Ranch, a 3D farming simulator. So all of these games will have assets that can be intertwined, right? NFTs, for example. The mechanics that we're building is the scrap or stones obtained in Evermore Nights when you defeated a monster can have utilities when they're sent to Slime Haven. So when players don't want them, they can put them in the marketplace, where players who need them as materials to craft stronger items in Merchant Marvels can purchase and use them. So for another example, is like when you kill a monster in Evermore Nights and the monster drops an apple. The apple can be sent to a Slime Haven, and then you can utilize it. You can feed your slime, and when the slime grows stronger, you can send the slime back to Evermore Nights. So the whole mechanics is, to provide more value to assets or NFT of the games. And with all that being developed, we are also building a platform called Creo Play. So Creo Play is a platform where all games can join, integrate, and interoperate, meaning these games that we have made and other games that developers make outside of us can communicate and send assets to one another. So, yeah.
Judges, you may now start with your Q&A.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, David. Thanks for that really quick overview of Creo Engines. I'd like to know the stages of the 4 games right now. Are they all in the alpha test, or are they already interoperable?
So the first game, Evermore Nights, it is already out in its pre-beta APK, and we're going to launch it next month. And the INO is going to be conducted like next week on the 29th. And for Slime Haven, it is also downloadable at the website for the pre-alpha phase. And with the Evermore Nights, we are also going to launch a platform where all game developers can, just like what I mentioned, can integrate and interoperate their assets to one and another. So yeah, it's going to be out next month, the platform, and also Evermore Nights, the first game. And the INO, or the NFT sale, is going to be conducted starting next week on Monday. Yeah, on Bybit. Yeah, and the token is already launched as well. Yeah, so.
Great. Thanks, David. Can you also walk us through some of the tokenomics? And are there previous investors that have backed Creo Engine already? Can you give us some of their background?
Pardon? Sorry.
Can you walk us through the tokenomics of the token that
Oh, the
has already?
tokenomics. Okay. So basically, the tokenomics. Let
30
me pull up
seconds.
from the So yeah, we have 1 billion tokens. It is called Creo. So we already done all the fundraising. We raised 2.3 million back in April, and the token is already launched in MEXC, Bitmart, and also PancakeSwap. And yeah, we're currently like
And who did you raise the 2.3 million
pushing
from?
to the equity. Pardon?
Who was the 2.3 million from? Like which investors?
From Launchpad, we have Toko Crypto, and we have
Time's
Moonwhale,
up.
and we have all
Thank
the
you so
VCs.
much, David. Thank you so much, David. Time's up. So
No worries.
we don't have Meta Nemesis. We'll have Gaze TV. They're number 9. So once again, we'll have Gaze TV. They're number 9.
Hi everyone, this is Jack here. So I'm gonna
Yes,
share the screen. Right?
Yes.
Hold on for a second. Let
Go
me
ahead.
work it out.
Share your
Can you see my screen? No?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
So please remember
Right.
to emphasize to the judge what number they are. They are number 9,
Yes.
right?
They're number 9.
Yeah, this
Gaze
one is
TV.
number 9.
Yeah,
And
can
Jack, are
see
you
my-
able to share screen?
Yeah, can you see my screen? I shared already.
No, not yet.
Yep.
There, it's loading.
Oh,
All right.
Great.
So timer starts now.
Right. So, hi, this is Jack from Gaze TV. So, Gaze TV is a entertainment platform, whereas you can imagine that Gaze TV is a kind of like YouTube plus Twitter things, whereas people can do the video sharing and they can do the social sharing, the moment, etc. on the go and through our platform. So, basically, what we are tackling the problem is that the legacy entertainment system has a lot of issue with regards to the privacy and the income flow into the content creator and expose the content creator. So we are thinking to build a platform back to 2021 that a platform fully controlled by the community and it plug it into the Web 3.0 ecosystem. So then here's come that the Gaze TV platform. So right now the Gaze TV original idea is to explore and improve the effectiveness of the socialization and entertainment industry. So we separate the Gaze TV development into 3 stages. So the phase 1 is the Gaze Age. We are officially launched in 2021 in May. So and then we're moving towards to the Gazeization, which is the socialization and P2P ecosystem that we built in on top of the phase 1 that has already launched the beta version in August, actually, which is 2 weeks ago. So, and then moving forward, we're going to build up the social identity on Web3 well. So that will be announced pretty
30
soon.
seconds.
And yeah, and basically, let's take a look at the traction. So right now, currently, we have more than 22K gazer on our platform, and our market cap is 7.1 billion. Our daily transaction on the platform is 1.2 million, and yeah, and I mean, this is the current statistic of our platform, and there are many users on our platform sharing the video, watching the video, engaging with the content creator, doing their social live sharing, posting Twitter, posting
Time's
the
up.
post, etc. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Judges, you may start with the Q&A.
Maybe I'll start first. Thanks, if
Yeah.
you don't mind, Cindy. Thanks, Jack. That was a very thorough. It's very interesting business idea you have here. I'd like to know what are some of the expansion strategy in terms of how you're able to onboard these existing users and tractions, given that a lot of these are already using the social media platform TikTok and YouTube, etc. How did you get this kind of traction?
I mean, this content creators are all over the world, and we particularly focus on the unseen and undiscovered creator. So, like the creator, when they are starting up their career on YouTube or etc., so they never get an income because it has to reach a certain requirement or threshold to make it through to having the economic engine or revenue engine to be enabled. So, but on Gaze TV, we have the reward system allowing them to quickly bootstart their content creation effort, and while the audience on our platform would be able to directly support and join the membership only content on their channel. So I think this makes us create an ecosystem that facilitate the relationship between content creator and the audience, and they can join in and share their daily lives and meet and talk and meet new friends out there. So so this is the key advantage of our platform that provide an environment for them. And another thing is like on Gaze TV, we are 100% ad free, and we make use of the Gaze token equalized system for the reward. Yeah, thank you. Is it time's up or what?
No, not yet.
Yeah, 30 seconds left. Why don't you ask yourself a question, and if you have any other information to share?
Yes.
I thought this is time up. I hear the sound. And anyway, so yeah, if you don't have any question, but I will just share some of the
Time's
key
up now, Jack.
Yeah, okay, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jack.
Thanks, Jack.
Yeah.
So Crazy Meta is next. They're number 10. So once again, number 10, Crazy Meta.
Hello, how are you, judges? I'm Eddie.
Hello,
I'm
Eddie.
sharing the screen right now.
Timer starts now.
Can I use my own screen, please, so that I can control it? Louis,
Yep, you're using your own screen.
am I sharing my own screen right now? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Hello, judges. I'm Eddie, founders of Crazy Meta. We're powering fashion in the multiverse. Not the metaverse, but the multiverse. In 2 minutes, I'm going to show you how we're going to dominate in all dimensions. To start off with, we are already veterans in the field of 3D assets creating by serving outsourced projects from prominent studios and anime companies for the past 2 years. It's with these experiences that we have seen the massive potentials in serving the buyers, the gamers, and the collectors directly with our NFTs. Our first NFTs release is on sneakers. Why sneakers? Because of the robust secondary trading market around the world dominated by fanatic fans called sneakerheads who not only collects but also trades on this category. One of our NFTs utility is having voxel file for all of our NFT drops where gamers are able to incorporate these files to their characters as skin in the online games like Roblox or Minecraft, and also avatars of the metaverse. After getting funded, we plan to build an interoperable layer that will be compatible with all popular games and metaverse. We're not only doing it virtually, but also physically. We have tied up with the Bored Apes and placed it onto our sneakers. Our go-to-market strategy is very unique as well, whereby we have a booth in a convention in Milan, whereby 25,000 sneakerheads are attending. We shall be displaying our sample sneakers there. They can scan on the QR code, purchase the NFT, and we shall be sending them the physical thereafter. About the team, I have previously experiences in startup that raised to A round in 2015, ICO in 2018, and I started a factory in 2019, where I have departments specialized in Amazon, eBay, and dropshipping. We're veteran in design and tech and create a smart contract. Now, this one is not sharing. This is the real shoes. You can see the Bored Ape on here. Now, you may see a lot of startups that claim that they want to fly to the moon without making the rocket. We have made our rocket and we will not fly to the moon.
Time's up, Eddie. Judges, start with the Q&A.
Thank you very much. So if no question asked with the tokenomics, we are raising about 1.1 million. Currently, it's only in private round. So we have bootstrapped to right now. Basically, the founders has put in about 100K. We paid about 33K for a CERTIC audit. Right now, from production and every single thing else, from design and everything, we are just prepared for the exhibition, which is our go to the market. And that would be what we are looking forward to. If you have any questions,
can you walk us through your pipeline for the next 6 to 12 months? What you plan on doing with 1 million?
So basically, for 6 months, we have a special project, which is a Bored Ape mystery boxes that we could be releasing in the next 2 to 3 weeks, that we already tied up with Gate.io and OKX as NFT launchpads. Thereafter, we are just concentrating every single day on the 6 different colors of the Bored Ape sneaker shoes. We call Genesis one for the release at the Milan exhibitions on the 9th. And after that, we'll be officially announcing our public IDO, which we'll put to the DEX. During the public IDO, we'll be also doing IEO as well. That after a month of the IDO, we'll be going to the CEX as well. Hopefully, tier 1.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, man. Olivia, do you have any questions? You know, I can ask myself.
Yeah, we have time. I'd like to know how important is it for you, for Crazy Meta, to link this convergence of physical and the digital, like for collaboration. How important?
That is the basic DNA of why we started the startup Crazy Meta in the first place. Crazy means that we are freedom, we are no boundaries, and that is what the essentials of the metaverse is about. That we believe in. We thought that a simple JPEG can sell for a few $million or even 100,000. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you, Eddie.
Thank you.
So we'll have instruments of things. That's number 11. Once again, number 11, instruments of things. So do you have your deck ready? I'll start the timer now. You're on mute. Can you unmute yourself? Instruments of things, we can't hear you.
Sorry.
There.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You
Sorry.
only have 1 minute 30 seconds. Thank you.
Okay. So we have 3 founders. We founded Instruments of Things in 2019, and we have all different backgrounds. So I personally have an engineering background, and we have developed wireless motion sensor wearables that you can use to make your whole body a controller for immersive media. And we basically started with the professionals to get their valuable feedback and also increase our brand reach. So we already have a big artist network worldwide. And the outcome of the feedback is our newest product called Somi One, which targets pros and consumers. You basically can just hook up the whole sensors to your body, and then your body becomes a music instrument, but you can also control visuals, etc. And here you can see how that works. So the motion sensors are communicating via Bluetooth with the receiver, and you can then hook up the receiver to any multimedia device. And as I said, it's already approved by professionals. We have, it's already used on big stages internationally. And it's very major technology. So we are market-leading performance regarding precision, latency, etc. And the next step, what we want to do, our roadmap is to bring this whole thing as a full body motion capturing system to the metaverse. So you can basically imagine how many applications you have, like hybrid concerts. You can create NFTs, which are moving in real time, the 3D avatars. Of course, obviously also for gaming. So you can imagine that there are quite a lot of different use cases. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Judges, timer starts now.
Hi, Henrik. Hi, I'd like to know what are the main products you have? How big is the assortment in the product line?
Yeah, so our newest product is, so we have different products in the portfolio, but they are focusing on niche target markets. So as I said, more professionals, but we did this to basically get their feedback too. So we want really a good working product, which is also has a good level of user experience and usability. And with the Somi One now, we have basically a long-term reliable hardware platform where you can build up different applications. And this is why we want to go from the music, more music applications. So for people at home who like to dance and the music is changing according to their dance, or also for meditation, yoga, for physical rehab, etc. But now we want to bring this as a full body motion capturing system to the virtual reality space. So this is on our roadmap.
Thank you so much. Can you also walk us through a bit of the traction to date? What are some of the key milestones that we've already reached?
Yeah, so we did 2 successful Kickstarter campaigns, and we got an investment of 500K, a pre-seed round, and now we are looking for a seed investment for 1 million. And we basically already have big partnerships with companies like Ableton, which is the market-leading music production software company from Berlin. But we also have cooperations with Red Bull for the BC1 breakdance championship. They will use it in the new finals. So with the German State Opera, they also are building a piece using the sensors as well. So you see that we already have quite a lot of traction from different art industries.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, we still have time left.
Thank you. All right. Time's up. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
all right. Thank you. Bye.
So we'll have Radian next. They're number 3. Once again, they're number 3, Radian.
Hi guys.
Hi Alban, if you can share your screen, please.
You share my screen. You guys can see my screen right now.
All right, I'll
Yes.
start the time. Timer starts now.
Right. Hello guys, thank you very much for your time. So Radiant is actually a no-code solution for Web 3.0. Basically, we're like a Web 3.0 Wix.com. You can build anything social related and DAO related within our ecosystem. So we are a Polygon granted project and also actually SDP incubatee. So this is an overview. In the back end, because on Web3 Web3 applications totally decentralized. They do not have a centralized server. So our social graph as a service will be the server where we allow user to own their social data by NFTs. So they will own and aggregate their social data, including their profile, their handle, their relationships, their UGC, and their awards. Developers on the other side will be able to build any application, the front end with our SDK, providing a front end developer, or using our editors. So we'll provide an interface with templates they can drag and drop to create any kinds of simple Web 3.0 applications or websites. So basically, SDK is for larger scale projects. You can basically build any social media, any topics, ACG, game-driven, video-driven, and editor is for individual artists or companies who would like to expand their Web3 arms to build a website that can accept crypto and issue NFTs or SBT for marketing, advertising, and governance services. So with Radiant, you can save up to
30 seconds
with development time. So this is the core components, including all the NFT, application interface, and DAO interface. So basically, you can reassemble all the Web2 scenarios in Web3. So a quick overview of the NFTs and certificate NFTs. We are also working with Hong Kong Space. And this is the publication interface. And this is our clients.
Time's up.
Okay.
So I guess you may start with the Q&A.
Right. If you do not have any questions, I can.
I do. Thank you so much, Alvin. Yes, that seems like a really, really interesting product you have here with the SaaS. I feel like there's a lot of companies that would be interested in something like this. What's the onboarding journey like for a customer that's interested in using your program? Like, what's the user journey like?
So throughout the last 6 months, we have been working on the smart contract logic, and we have all the smart contract, 15 sets of smart contract done, and we are launching our SDK in 2 weeks. So right now, we do not have any companies can use our SDK until 2 weeks later. But we do have some customized users, just like TME, Christian Media. They're building a NFT platform and social media DAO with us. So we are offering customized service. But after 2 weeks, they can use our SDKs. So instead of directly using the smart contract, they can interact with the SDKs. You don't have to read too many documentation, and it's free of charge. It's free to use. And if I answer the question, and in the next quarter, in the next year Q2, we will have the editor ready, which is Web 3.0 Wix.com. You can use drag and drop templates to build any website, Web 3.0 user-centered websites.
30 seconds left.
Right. So the key of user-centric is for that key points is for users to truly own their social data. That's the first one, and the second one will be the freedom of speech, because they have the full control in terms of censorship and moderation and encryption. Also, even it's on blockchain, what we have done adding on blockchain is we add encryption and because one of the problem of blockchain is the decentralization
Time's
is
up. Thank you, Elvan.
Yep. But we can extend.
Thank you, Elvan. All right, so we'll have
Thank you.
Stars app. They're number 5. Once again, Stars up. They're number 5. Collins, if you can share your screen, please. All right. I'll start the timer now. Colin, we can hear you.
I am here.
Let me start
sharing
now.
my screen. Yes. So Stars App is an entertainment creators marketplace. We like to say it's like Cash App for creators. You know, Cash App helps anyone to receive payments for goods and services. Cash App helps entertainment stars to receive payment directly from their core vetted fan base. Then we help them to protect their content with NFC tags offline and link it with NFT online so that you can trace source of origin and multiple streams of revenue goes back to the creators. So startups, the problem we are solving is the problem of efficient distribution and monetization. The multiple streams of multiple availability of streaming services has reduced the revenue for entertainment stars, like Netflix for movies, Spotify for music, has reduced the revenue supposed to go to us. So we start up, we onboard all the entertainment stars into one single digital stars. We're talking about Hollywood stars, stars in Bollywood in India, stars in China, stars in Africa, all in one single app. We're talking about movie stars, comedy stars, music stars, radio stars in one single app, selling directly to their fan base while we protect them from piracy using NFT tags online and NFT tags offline. I mean, NFC tags offline, NFT tags online, those three sorts of origin. And we launched in 2020. We are registered and we are incorporated in Delaware, United States. And then we have launched the African version, over 700 stars on our app, now streaming to 350 million fans, adding the American and US version to it by November 2022. We hope to be in India by first quarter of 2023. And then in India and China, middle of 2023. Our revenue is derived from advertisement. We get
Thank
the
you,
top 100 companies.
Collins. Time's up.
Thank you.
All right, judges, let me start with the Q&A.
Thank you so much, Alex, for your presentation. Can you give us an idea of what the traction looks like from a number of users perspective on the app? And what's like the DAU, MAU, weekly average users look like?
So daily, we are getting between 4,000 to 5,000 users daily right now from just Google search alone. You know, the entertainment stars control the social in terms of followers. They have the largest fan base. So we don't need to do much in marketing. We just need to just tag them. Maybe check out latest music, check out latest movie of this particular star, and they retweet those products to their fans, and their fans come over to our app to check out the video or the latest music video and stuff like that. And right now we are doing a revenue transaction of 14,000 monthly from advertisement. We sell a minimum of $5,000 to $10,000 short-term adverts. We get advertisers to pay the stars short-term adverts for the fans to access the content for free. Then we are able to sell the merchandise, fashion, gadgets on behalf of these stars to these fans using one single platform. Music, movies, all in one place rather than scattered movies in Netflix or music in Spotify. Everybody in one place distributing directly to their fans rather than looking for options, downloading multiple apps on your phone. Just download one single stars app and sell directly and connect directly to your favorite stars on our app.
And where are most of these fans located at the moment, like the 4,000 to 5,000 users? And are we fully integrated in terms of payments? Like, so it's end to end basically for them to be able to buy anything on the platform? Or do we outsource that to another company?
No, everything is embedded on our Stars app. E-commerce channel is, if you go to any Stars channel, You can just see where you can download their music or watch their movies for free, or you can also purchase their fashion. If Versace is partnering with Beyonce or Justin Bieber, you can purchase Versace item from their channel directly, and we ship to you, or you pick it up from our offline store.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're done. Thank you, Olivia and Cindy. Although we were done with the first batch, we don't have 4 startups. We're missing 4, so
Sure.
that's number
Okay.
1, 2,
So we
8, and
finished
12.
a total of 9 projects. Am I correct?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, only 8. We don't have
Only-
the other 4.
No problem. So thank you, Cindy and Olivia, for being the judges for this session. I guess while we are waiting for the second batch, we have a little time to talk about your feedback or comment that you have for the startup. So maybe we start with Cindy. What is your overall feedback? Or you have any thing you would like to share with the startup, because we are having this live stream so they can hear you.
Okay, great. Thank you to all the startup for presenting and sharing their journeys. I think overall feedback, there's a lot of very interesting and diverse things that people are working on. I guess there's a few trends that we've noticed. A lot of action in games, which isn't surprising given that our conference is called Game On. So there's some interesting developments there, especially we find the AAA sector free to play quite interesting, because there's I think gamers are sick and tired of being overly monetized by a lot of the traditional studios. So I think it's definitely an up and coming area. For some of the, I guess, tips for some of the other founders that are pitching for later sections as well, or for the ones that have already pitched, is probably to try to articulate in a very short amount of time where your, I guess, like, resources are always very limited at startups. So with very limited resources, like, what areas are you focusing on? For some of the companies that we've heard, I think it's a little hard to discern which exactly are the key focus markets. I think global is pretty difficult from day one. So typically we would think that there's like certain areas that they would focus on more than others. So for that to be more clearly articulated, I think would be very helpful for the future judges.
Sure, thank you. So the acronym of the conference is GAME. So although people have a perception that it's just about gaming, but it's all about gaming, art, music, and entertainment. And that's the whole purpose for me to organize this pitch competition, to encourage this group of startup to join. So thank you for your feedback. Olivia?
Yes, hi, thank you, thank you. It was a pleasure to host this panel with you, Cindy. Yeah, I thought there was a great variety of different types of startups here, and a lot of them have a little bit more traction than I expected. I would imagine some of them are not actually at the stage where they're really have these products kind of developed already. So that was quite interesting. So as what Cindy just pointed out, a lot of these things were about the gaming, which I think is quite interesting. I would have liked to see a little bit more about some of these gaming in convergence with like the metaverse or something like that. I think that would have been an interesting point. In terms of what kind of things I like to hear, I think 2 minutes was quite fast. I really had to pick up in terms of what they had to say, and like Cindy said, articulate what they're trying to say. It would have been great to know what are their milestones, what would they want to do for their next build, what's on their roadmap, and their like. I think those things would have been really helpful to just sort of summarize quickly instead of going page by page. So, yeah.
Understood. Yeah, yeah, it's a bit challenging when you have 35 plus applications, and I don't want to run it for such a long time. Although, completing the entire 35 plus application in one shot for 3 hours is already a lot.
Yeah.
Which is why I have no choice but to really limit the pitching time for the startup to maximum 4 minutes per project. And so it is challenging.
It was absolutely invigorating, though. Like, I think it's actually quite sort of fun. The whole pitch battle is actually get that elevator pitch in that 2 minutes time, right? So I think it was actually
which
quite
is why
fun.
I did have a brief call with the startup on Wednesday, and I said, look, time is short. Although your main purpose is to really stand out and grab the judges' attention, so that you can make an impression and fight your spot to the top 10, because you
Yeah.
will have to pitch to the second round. So yeah, it's not
Awesome.
easy,
Thank you.
but for startup wise, honestly, if you only need to pitch 2 times and you get the visibility, you get the network, you get to really have the real interaction with the judges, and plus all the prizes and the privileges I line up for them, and I don't even have it. They don't even have any obligation to sign anything with me in order to join this pitch competition. This is like really a win-win for them to join.
Oh, no,
It
thank
was
you.
Yeah.
super wonderful.
I can only imagine the amount of work. Like you said, this is not your full time. Like you're not events in the full time. So I can only
No.
imagine the massive amount of work that went into this. And for Louis and Tin as well, the whole team. So we really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It was a lot of fun.
Right. Thank you so much, Cindy and Olivia. And Tin and Louis, let me check one last round. There's no more startup from the first session, right? Because if they will be leaving and afterward, I'm not going to take them.
None.
Okay, great. So then I guess I will bring Jennifer and on board. And Cindy, Olivia, thank you so much for all your help and time. And have a good
Thank you.
weekend. Please do
It was an absolute
finish
pleasure.
so please finish the Excel file, and then you can send it to me separately by email.
Okay, perfect.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. It's a
Thank you
pleasure
so
meeting
much.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Hey, Jennifer and On, I would like you to change your virtual background, please. Jennifer, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I just sort of realized I was still on mute. Hello.
Yeah. Hi.
Bowie.
How are you? Thank you for joining.
Thank you. I
And,
know you and Louis must be swamped with, and sorry about my guest here. Hi.
Hello.
Auntie Bowie.
How are
Yeah, she just
you?
helped me set up my background on the Zoom and everything. So I appreciate your help and everything.
That's great.
Yeah, she's very
Yeah.
proactive.
So thank you for joining the second session of this semi-final of the pitch competition of Game On. And I guess I'm not going to introduce myself, but more importantly, I would like to introduce the judges. So Jennifer Jen and also On Yvonne. While we're waiting for you to fix your virtual background, I would like to have Jennifer introduce herself first. One, introduction, and second, to give some sort of word of encouragement to the startups, and third, what are the expectations or little tips that you can share with the startup? Over to you.
Sure. Well, thank you so much, first of all, for having me, Bowie. As those of you can probably ascertain, Bowie and I have been friends for a while and co-investors in various companies together already. And so I first of all, want to thank Game On, as well as Start Me Up Festival, and then all the various partners and people we've seen appear join. My name is Jennifer Chang Lo. I'm an exited entrepreneur. I'm still an entrepreneur, and I'm an investor for my own family office, which I created out of some exits I had as an entrepreneur. And I'm also a creator. I'm a pianist and an actress and a model. So I find Web3 very exciting. I find the metaverse very exciting. I find everything about this very exciting. And I love how gaming and communities are all connected into each other. So my one word of advice, I'm very excited to see what you guys have in store, is actually my encouragement is that congratulations, you made it this far. You're in the semifinals, so that means there must be something special about you. And congratulations on having the grit to see through it. And obviously, pitch competition is not the end of the day. Try to integrate the feedback and try to keep working in your business, iterate, and make sure that you stay viable, and that we'll see you at the next. I'm going to pass it on to Onyavan. Looks like he has been able to change his background.
Yeah, Jennifer, but what are the tips that you can share with the startup? What are you looking for? What will really create the impression to you?
Okay, what would really create the impression on me is I think a lot of what people look for, I know it sounds, I actually look for real authenticity and likability of the team, meaning that you actually have a proven track record. And that track record should be one of, success, sure, but also if your track record includes just doing anything it takes to succeed and pushing everyone out of the way. Like, that's not good. So I'd like to see a track record of collaboration, of real cooperation, of real partnerships, and a real winning team that's been through with each other through thick and thin. So even if the track record doesn't include an exit, it could be, oh, we had a track record of like, our previous product helped people during the COVID pandemic to reach this impact goal, for example. So I want to see track record. Sometimes when the founders are so young that, they're like in college, but they still have track record. So I look for track record, I look for team, and I look for people who really know how to build for community impact.
Thank you for sharing, Jennifer. Hey, An.
Hello.
Yeah, thank you for joining. So please introduce yourself, give us a little words of encouragement to the startup, and also what kind of tips or expectation that you're looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. So first of all, Bo, I'd like to thank you for inviting me for the second time. And I'd like to also thank the other organizers and everyone that is taking part. A little bit about myself. I'm considered to be a serial entrepreneur. Started my first company before I turned 20. Since then, started and developed different companies in different industries. Happy to say that all of them are still operational and profitable until today. 15 years ago, I started investing in startups as an angel investor. And I also mentored and advised hundreds of different startups over the years. And a little bit more than 5 years ago, I started Cointelligence as a research company. We've analyzed 1,100 different blockchain and crypto companies before the fund's time. In 2019, I established Cointelligence Academy, providing education services for blockchain and cryptocurrencies. And the VC fund investing in early stage crypto startups, completely focused on the metaverse and blockchain-based games. And the last part of my bio, which I find to be probably the most important one recently, is the fact that I have been a gamer all my life. I'm still a gamer. I actually go to a weekly raids with my team in World of Warcraft. I compete in arena matches. And I never believed that a part of my bio will be telling about my gaming adventures. But that happened. So it can't get better than that, to be honest, especially the part when I'm playing games as a part of our due diligence. So that's me in a nutshell. And with regards to what I'm looking for when I'm analyzing crypto startups. So first of all, similar to what everybody is saying, it's all about the team. It's all about the dedication of the team, as Jennifer just mentioned herself, and it goes way beyond that. And the way that I see it is to manage a startup is to go to war. You can't describe it in any other way. And if you're not able and you're not prepared to go to war, to forget about your personal life, to forget about your holidays, stop right now and don't even try. That it's as simple as that. If you think that you can work similarly to the job that you had at the bank from 9 to 5, no, it doesn't work that way. And I've seen founders that actually think it can work that way. Beside that, with regards to everything related to blockchain, we are very we take this part very seriously, considering the startups that we are reviewing need to build on blockchain or be integrated to blockchain. And if we find that none of the team members has, at least one of them, has the right credentials, the right experience and abilities with regards to blockchain development, it's not going to work no matter how you turn it around. Beside that, everything about token economics is extremely important to us. And we analyze the token economics very carefully. If it doesn't make sense to us, if we feel that it's just another pump and dump scheme, we will not bother with it. And also, just to do a copy paste for somebody else's token economics, which is very common in our industry, just doesn't work. And it's very easy for us to ask a few questions and to realize that that's exactly what the founders did in that case. And the last examples that I will give you, and again, the list goes on and on and on. But I would say that the third example that is extremely important is everything about crypto marketing. People don't understand that crypto marketing is completely different compared to traditional marketing. And when I say traditional marketing, I'm also referring to online marketing or the new type of marketing techniques that we've seen in the last decade or so. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that for crypto marketing, you need to really know how to talk to your crypto audience, how to talk to your traditional audience if you want to onboard them and educate them about crypto, as we see a lot with projects. And unless somebody who is a part of the team actually has practical experience with crypto marketing, it's going to be a big issue. And most projects, unfortunately, will say, yeah, we're working with that agency or that agency, and they think that it's going to solve everything, and they're going to do the crypto marketing for them. It just doesn't work that way. Lastly, words of encouragement. I think that the most important thing, and I'll finish with that, is never stop believing in yourself, never stop trying. And I can tell you that I found my personal experience is that dedication can actually overcome almost anything. So even if you're lacking something, if you have the proper dedication, and again, going back to the war situation that I mentioned before, if you're ready to go to war and you will do everything in your power to succeed, then even if you fail, you will try again, and you fail again, and you try again, and at the end, you will probably succeed, thanks to dedication. And I'm emphasizing the word probably because it's also a matter of luck for everyone.
Sure, absolutely. The being persistent is important. Is one of the key. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining on. And just to remind everyone, the pitching time is 2+2. So you have 2 minutes pitching and 2 minutes Q&A from the judges. And we are extremely strict on the timing. So we will give you a hint that you have 30 seconds left, and then you time's up. Then will be Q&A. And when his time is up, you will have to leave. But doing little tips is that if there's no questions from the judges and you still have 30 seconds left, then you better to ask yourself a question and answer on your own to kill the time and also make an impression on your own. That's what I would recommend you to do. And good luck. And time is really short. Your job is to really stand out, make the impression so that you can fight to the top 10 spot. So best of luck, and I guess we will kick started. And the first project is?
We have the Pangea DAO. Thank you, Bowie, on Jennifer. So Pangea DAO, if you can share your screen, please.
Certainly. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Yep.
Loud and clear.
Great. And do you see Pangea's logo now?
Yes, we can.
Okay,
Timer
great.
starts now.
Smart. Okay, great. So my name is Will, and I'm presenting Pangea DAO. And we see ourselves as a new way to invest in metaverse land. So here's a quick overview of what I'll go through, but in the interest of time, I'll just get straight to it. So firstly, we're 4 IRL friends that have been investing in crypto for the past 5-6 years, and we wanted to get into the metaverse, but found so many barriers to entry. So land is and assets are extremely expensive. It's very resource intensive to develop and monetize. And to have those skills, like even if you're an investor, it's really tough to actually be able to develop land and work on it. And these issues are only further exacerbated by it's so difficult to navigate the space as an individual. So we created Pangea DAO, and we're bringing together 3 key elements: land, business, and content creation. Firstly, we're a metaverse land investment DAO, which means we find projects at an early stage, invest in their assets, such as their land. Secondly, we develop it using our Creators Guild of around 200 different creators that we forge through our community. And lastly, we bring companies into the metaverse by creating activations in it using our third arm, which is Pangea Partners. Moving on, we think that land is a moat, and that's really where we're able to capture value. So the land that we have, we use creators' talents to build on top of it, and then we go out, source brands, and monetize the builds through that, and bring the profits back to the treasury of the DAO. Moving on, we have different principles for land investment and their commercial viability, how we can leverage it operationally, how we can use DeFi, and finally, long-term viability. Here's a list of our partners. I won't go into all of them, but we work with them in different ways, such as our virtual worlds. We work with infrastructure partners, builders, governance, and different people to help us succeed. So the team consists of 5 core team members. Myself, I work in operations.
Time's up.
Okay, great.
Thank you, judges. They're number 13. Again, from Gaydel, you can start with the Q&A.
Sure.
I have a quick question.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So, at what stage are you guys? I mean, I see the team. I see some of the like. So, is it more like how far along are you in the implementation? And I do like the trifold approach of looking at the land, looking at the creators on top of the land, and the consulting DAOs.
So we started about a year ago and have been working full time since then. In the meantime, we've built a DAO of about 800 Discord members. We had a pre-sale or a Genesis sale in April where we raised 350K or 111 ETH. And we've already started onboarding a couple brands, building the first mental health clinic in the metaverse. We're also onboarding some bigger brands, and we're at the moment building a super mall in Decentraland to onboard about 20 brands into it.
Are you guys going to do other metaverses or just Decentraland? Like
No,
Sandbox?
we're metaverse agnostic. We found that we wanted to enter a world initially that actually we could gain money from. So Sandbox wasn't open. It's opening now, Alpha Season 3, but it's still not fully open. Whereas Decentraland, we could immediately monetize our assets and bring brands in.
Right. One other question, because you said that you guys had about 111 ETH sale, but there's only 800 people in the Discord. Is there a reason why the community is so small in the Discord?
Yes, so we actually limited the amount of ETH that we would raise. So we limited to 1 ETH per person. And on top of that, we haven't spent any money on marketing. And the focus really here has been building the strong connections and partnerships to be able to go out and build in these worlds. But with a marketing budget, I think that would dramatically change.
Okay, thanks. I think Anya then has some questions for you.
Yeah, thank you. So, hi, thank you for the presentation. And I wanted to ask you, with regards to the different types of lens, how are you going to?
Time's up.
Oh, okay. No problem.
Yeah, time's up. All right, they're number 13 from Gaydel. Thank you so much.
Okay, I'm gonna get Anya first next time. Sorry.
Yeah, so we're skipping to number 16, Top Fantasy. Okay, once again, they're number 16, Top Fantasy. If you can please share your screen.
Oh, the next one is me. Top
yes,
Fantasy.
Please share your screen.
Yeah. Okay. Share screen. Okay.
Just let me know if you can't share your screen.
So it is.
Then show it for her, Louis.
I think I need to upload my slides here. Yeah.
No need.
No need.
We can see your screen now. So timer starts now.
Yeah, so is that your screen or my screen?
This is my screen.
Oh, yeah, cool. Okay. I will start my introduction. Okay, thank you. So, Type Fantasy is an MMORPG game developed by HTML5, and it's the blockchain version of the popular Facebook instant game Type Fantasy, which had over 20 million users. And as we got supported from Facebook, so Type Fantasy will be the first GameFi project on Facebook instant game as well. So as you can see, we developed the traditional game from 4 years ago. So we have the rich experience in developing game. And now Tap Fantasy is launched on BSC chain and Solana. So we currently have over 150,000 users on Binance blockchain, and we have recently integrated onto Solana. For the community, we hold 137 Twitter followers and have a Discord of 78,000 members. And since its launch on March this year, Tap Fantasy's economy system has been running very stable. Investors got a high ROI from our tokens. And the NFTs we released is popular as well. Around 2,000 mystery boxes were sold out within 1 second on Bybit this year. Yeah. So actually, we are free to play. So that lowers the barrier for traditional players into blockchain.
Thanks,
and the game. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much. So judges, please ask your question.
Yeah, I'll go now. First question: why did you choose Solana?
Yeah, because there's some technology advantages on Solana. I think it's cheaper and faster. So, and also we will choose other blockchains to develop as well. For example, Polygon is our next plan.
Understood. Now tell me, please, are you developing the game in a way that the players will have to connect their wallet before playing, or you're going to have some kind of another technique to register things on the blockchain?
Yeah, actually, you don't have to connect the wallet or buy anything before start playing. Yeah, it's friendly to crypto newbies or non-crypto players.
Understood. I have more questions, but Jennifer, I'm going to let you ask if you have anything.
Thank you, Anyavan. I was going to ask you, like, the customer life cycle value and the retention. Are you seeing about a bit of churn? Because I also a little bit confused because I saw some gameplay and then I saw some was like wedding dress buying, but I was like, oh, maybe it's targeting men, not women, or women. I wasn't sure. So if you could shed some light, that'd be really good.
Yeah. I have some data here. So for our game itself, and not only on BSC, the total registered users is 1.2 million, and the DAU is 20K. One day retention is 40%. Okay.
All right. So we will have the round live limited. They're number 15. Once again, number 15, the round live limited. Tom, if you can share your screen, please.
Lovely, will do. Share screen. Just give me 1 second. Perfect. Can everyone see that?
Timer starts now. Yes, again. Timer starts now.
Lovely. Imagine Ed Sheeran, Chris Rock, a completely virtual girl band like KDA, or even the Royal Shakespeare Company performing in your living room, live, in an interactive multiplayer event that you can share with friends wherever they are in the world. And all you need to access this experience is the mobile phone you already have in your pockets. No new hardware, no VR headsets. You may say this is a vision of the future of entertainment, but we can deliver this today. And we're raising $1.5 million to accelerate our time to market, ensuring we are the first platform in the world that answers the $470 billion global live entertainment industry's burning question: what is our metaverse strategy? We aim to make live performance accessible to every person on the planet by overcoming the three main obstacles we've encountered when working with XR projects with the cultural sector. the lack of accessible tools, ineffective means of distribution, and the struggles of monetization. The Round is a Web3 platform for live augmented reality entertainment. Our proprietary streaming protocol delivers real-time performances at broadcast quality in AR. This tool is built on the industry standard open source Unreal game engine. It is avatar agnostic and can receive any motion capture solution currently on the market. Our Android and iOS AR app is compatible with roughly 2.6 billion devices globally. Its multiplayer functionality. Hello? Its multiplayer functionality facilitates global shared experiences. Here, our clients can have a persistent AR venue from which they can engage directly with their audience and deliver live and as-live experiences at scale. We are currently building a Web3 marketplace where clients can sell premium dynamic NFTs for access to venues and events and interoperable Web3 merchandise. This is being built on the NEAR protocol with the foundation support.
Time's up, Tom. Thank you. Judges, you may start with the Q&A.
Well, I'll start with the first question. Hi, Tom. Thank you for the presentation. So with regards to the AR technology that you're going to use, and I'm assuming AR because you mentioned that you will not need any VR helmets, as I call them today. Are you integrating to an external service provider, or did you develop the AR technology yourself?
We've developed all of the AR technology ourselves. We have an incredible team of developers. The streaming protocol that we've developed is our own proprietary technology, and we're building our own mobile augmented reality app, which is already developed. So it's all internally developed, internal developers, our own team. We've got an incredible technical lead.
Nice. Jennifer, do you want to ask questions, or do you want me to ask?
You really covered it, Anya, because I was just like wondering whether that was in-house or whether because I mean, a lot of people, it comes out very flashy and you're like, wow, that's good. And then like when you see the actual, funny anecdote, like when Yatsu, because Bowie and I co-invested into Animoca. I mean, or she's invested in Animoca. I've also invested in. When he told me before about like, I think I was pregnant with my first kid. Roblox, your kid's gonna be playing Roblox. I was like, whoa, it looks so clunky. Are you sure? And he was like introducing me to one of the founders, and I was like, really? They're gonna be playing robots? And they're like, it's not robots, it's Roblox. But anyway, just wanted to say it's very impressive that you guys can do that in-house and robustly.
Cool. Yeah, we've got
ask too, what comes beyond the technology then? Is there another way you're gonna retain your community and maybe collaborations? Can you give us any insight into that?
Yeah, absolutely. So I didn't really get a chance to kind of go on to that kind of side of stuff. So we're building this marketplace where our clients, the venues, will be able to sell their premium dynamic energy.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Lots of ways we're allowing venues to connect communities. And
Tom, thank you, Tom. So we'll have Dead Games next. They're number 18.
All right. How are you guys doing this morning? Can you see me?
Yeah.
Yes,
can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Well, once my screen loads here, there it is. My name is Brendan Thompson.
Timer starts now.
Great. I'm the CEO of Dead Games Studio. And so I'm going to talk about our product today, which is called Rug Zombie. It's not the only thing that we do, but it is the primary thing that we do. But I want to start by asking you this question. What is the commonality between these three projects that you see on your screen on the right? There's several of them, but one thing we can say is that all of these projects have recently died. Some of the projects that are on the chain have rug pulled, and they all have their own grave with our project, rugzombie.io. You see, in this space, there's a lot of financial ruin. People are taking their lives because of hacks and scams and exploits, and people are getting severe reputational harm. And so what we've chosen to do, here's another one. You've got Carlos Matos, if anybody remembers this guy. But what we do is we take these rug pull tokens and we take your dead tokens and turn them into undead tokens. So you deposit your dead crypto tokens into the grave, and out pops an NFT of some sort that is zombie or undead. But that's not all we're doing. We're not just giving catharsis on the blockchain. We're actually taking these NFTs and creating a game that is going to be a game on the Binance chain, and we're going to go multi-chain in the future. But the game itself is built around the idea of taking your dead tokens and turning them into something useful. Right now, we have 5,000 users. We've been live since June of last year. We started with no budget. We literally just built this as a platform, and we're starting to look towards building our game
30
now, and so we're
seconds.
getting serious. And we acquire users from different failed play-to-earn gaming projects and other failed projects as well. So here's a few screenshots of what we're working on as far as the game goes. Our platform for earning the tokens and earning the NFTs are live, but our game is not yet live. Early beta starts in October. So my only question to end the presentation is, are you dead yet? Will you join us? Thanks.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very creative.
Jennifer, if you don't mind, I'm going to ask 2 questions.
All
So
right.
it's obvious
Go
to me
ahead,
that this
Jenny.
can explode virally in the crypto community,
Yes.
without a doubt.
Yes.
But what I want to ask you is, what about people outside the crypto community, and how are you going
That's right.
to approach them when they don't
Yep.
understand anything that we are
That's
discussing
right.
with regard to these dead companies?
Yes, our focus right now is on acquiring users from dead projects, but the other side of what we're building is trying to build safe avenues for people to join into crypto. So we actually just launched last night a safe messaging system to keep communities in crypto safe. And we intend to bring users on into the crypto world by using safe tools from a trusted partner that would be us, and stewarding people along the way to get them involved in the community. But that's a great question and something we're dedicated to.
Nice. One quick question before I hand it over to Jennifer. I'm not sure that you mentioned, I remember that you said something about when you started, but did you raise any funds already, or you just started now?
No, we did not raise funds when we began. We have raised a small amount of Friends, Family, Fool funding in order to get some of our developers working full time, but nothing substantial. We're actually looking for seed funding. So,
Thank you. Jennifer, please.
Yeah, good time for seed funding. I was going to ask, Anya asked some great questions. I'm going to ask, in addition to getting the users and giving people a second chance, can you actually give, some of these projects are quite promising. They have good art, for example, and some creators and designers. Can you resurrect them and give them another chance, and maybe give them stand along if you successfully resuscitate them, they can actually not be zombies.
That's great. Yeah, we actually did that with one project that unfortunately, it's really up to them whether they succeed, but we've actually used our platform in order to try and help some along. And there's one project on the BNB chain that we're trying to help in that way right now. And we'll see how it goes, but that's a lot.
It can be like a buyout / or you can put strategic equity.
Time's up.
Exactly.
Thank you
guys so
Benji.
much.
You're number 18 once again. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Do we
I
have
them
music set?
Connected with you on LinkedIn.
All right, we do have Music Sen. They're number 21. Once again, they're number 21. Music Sen, if you can unmute yourself and share your screen, please. There, if you can share your screen.
Hi, can you see me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen. And also you can see the presentation, right?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great.
Timer
Hi,
starts now.
Okay. Hi, my name is Çağrı. I'm the founder of MusicSem. Who are we? We are an application which is the consumption of live music globally by creating a new ecosystem. People love streaming music, but the artist is not so really anymore. Although the streaming service is growing, since maybe last 10 years. The reason behind that, 99% of the artists who aren't Beyonce level, they are having real trouble to earn money year by year because of the competition. On the other hand, people love live music, but artists also love live performances because 70% of their earning is coming from there. But nowadays, the live events is not so easy for everybody to access as because of some distance, time, economical or social distancing issues. That's why we just build a platform, a solution for musicians, which enables them to be discovered by global music audience without any intermediary, also helping them to earn money during live performances, ticketed events, and special content sales. On the other hand, we build a new entertainment ecosystem for music audience, which they can interact with other artists, meet with new people, and have a chance to have tailor-made content for themselves without any time or place independency. So the total market that we are targeting is $1.3 billion. In the competition, hygienically, we are differentiating ourselves from other live stream platforms by being in music vertical, live, and interactive. So far, we made more than 1.6 million downloads with 250K subscribers. Our business model is based on in-app purchases and ads and sponsorship model. Next year, we will launch subscription. We made 2 rounds. We raised $3 million. Our first investors Plug and Play, and our team is 22 people with 60 years of total experience for the founder team. Thank you. It was so hard for me, I mean.
All right.
Question.
Q&A starts now.
Yeah, sorry. I'm because I'm a concert pianist and I did a lot more concerts and stuff during the pandemic. I got like almost 250,000 followers on my socials now. From my other stuff, not just the piano that I returned to, right? What differentiates you from the other? Because like I also play on some of the other platforms just for fun and exposure.
First of all, I mean, in terms of the music audience, they know that, I mean, they will face only the musicians in our platform. So we are just in the vertical at the, as a live stream platform in the music industry. On the other hand, you have various kinds of, earnings, such as, I mean, you can just have some gifts as a donation during your live performances, or you can set as ticketed events, or you can just sell a private content.
Sorry to interrupt, but like, how would you differentiate yourself from Sessions Live, which I've used, and then a bunch of others that asked me to be a music-only creator as well? Like, not talking about, yeah.
As a musician, if you are comparing us with the Session Live, for example, they have only a donation site. I mean, they don't have ticketed events, or they don't have a chance to enable the musicians to sell their private contents to the users. On the other hand, for example, there's Tribify, Tribify is just setting the ticketed events and the live sessions again, but they don't have, again, any private, content sales. So we are trying to build more various, income models for the musicians and the artists in terms of artists. On the other hand, we are trying to make more gamified model in our app. Yeah. Sorry. That's the, I mean, the critical and the, let's say, the most beneficial, let's say, differentiating point of ourselves.
Okay, got it. Nevin, did you have any questions before?
No questions for me. Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
All right. Timer starts. Thank you, Music Sen. So we do have now Tepo Paradise, their number 22.
Hi, do you see me?
Yeah, okay. Timer starts now, Chris.
Okay, great. Hi guys, I'm Chris. We're working on Pearl Paradise, the first Pet5 protocol. So Pearl Paradise is a Pet5 service protocol where players can raise unique, interactive, interoperable pets on the blockchain. So they have virtual companions that can travel with you along different metaverses. So the way we do it is that we are cross-chain metaverse, and we integrate with different NFT collections, and they become one of the Pepples. Pepples are named for virtual pets in the Web3, similar to how Tamagotchi represent virtual pets back in the day. We've already partnered up with different NFT collections, some noticeable ones being Carfaru, Cybercons, Kaiju King, etc., etc. So on top of that, we are also building development kits for developers to integrate with our protocol so that they can build games experiences for these virtual pets. So this is like a quick diagram of what's going on. So these NFTs integrate into the Pebble directory, and the players can farm for food and then feed their Pebbles. And then we are providing these various type of services like pet finance, breeding, games, and metaverse, etc., etc.
You still have 38 seconds.
Yeah, I think he lost the connection.
Am I back? Sorry, I'll skip it.
Yeah, you're back now.
So, yeah, sorry. So our team, we have been working on mobile games for a couple of years now. We have a full team of game developers, game designers, etc., etc. These are some of the games that we've previously worked on, including some casual games, multiplayer games, social games, etc. We were also very lucky to have won some game industry awards along the way in the past. around the world, like places in London,
Time's up, Chris.
etc. Thank you.
Judges, we can start with the Q&A.
Okay, I have a quick question. I have a
Yeah.
Tamagotchi here right now. I don't know if you
Oh,
see it.
right. Yeah,
I have three.
yeah, I can see. That's
Already.
great.
But I was gonna say they actually started going into Web3. One of the reasons why I bought
Mhm.
them is because like they have Tamagotchi NFTs, and then we can, I think it's a great idea for people before they adopt pets to like play with digital pets, or if your kids are playing pets. My question is, are you going to? It looks like you have your own proprietary content. Are you going to partner with like all? Because there are a lot of animal NFTs out there that could all, and
Yeah.
some of them like have kids. Like I have like a couple, like I have a dozen tiger ones. I have like so many hamster ones. I have all these random ones.
Yeah.
Can they all come, and can they be in like using you as an open metaverse, or like
Yeah, in the
collab?
long term, we're going to build this as like an open API so that these NFT collections, they can simply integrate with the protocol and register their collection as one of the virtual pets. Yeah, they can.
Nice. That was my question. I think it sounds like very interesting. The
Thank you.
other thing I was going to say is if you can integrate it into, because we invested in a pet metaverse. So if you actually, and I think a major dog food, Purina or something did too. But I think if you integrate with like the digital pets with actual pets too, it might even be even more interesting, more cross.
Yeah, that's something that we're looking for. Yeah.
Cool. Would love to more after this. Giving it to Onyavan now.
Thank you. I have one question for you. Who are your competitors, please?
So
30
competitors wise, to be honest, we have a couple of competitors like some we have seen some Petaverse project, but they are very enclosed system. And then we also have another competitor like Mobox, which they're trying to build something like a cross game NFT. But also, again, they are a very enclosed system because their NFTs can only work with their games, and the games can only work with their NFTs. But the thing that we do different is that we are building a protocol that is open for everyone, open
Time's
for
up,
NFTs
Chris.
to join, and open for developers to build experience on.
Thank you so much.
Thank
So
you.
once again,
Thank
Chris
you.
from Tapo Paradise, number 22. We'll have Okenga next, number 23.
Yeah, hi you guys. My name is Ling. Yeah, so I'm
If you can
talking
please
about.
share your screen.
Just wait me a minute. Okay, share screen. Okay, here we are. So we are Okinga. We are
All
blockchain
right,
game.
the timer
built on,
starts now.
yeah, we are built on BNB chains. So Okinga set in an insect world. Just wait a minute. Shit. Yeah, it's set in an insect world. The gameplay is tower defense and collecting card. And we all know, game is about entertainment. So meanwhile, value of Web3 is a user have ownership and control over their assets. So in Okinga, our philosophy is to deliver these core values. That's why Okinga is a play earn with the owner the central. So ownership is a biggest part of this game. User can own hero for play game, a weapon for power up, and land is a content that user can generate by building village, then gain profit from it. And also land open door, big world with more things to play like hunting, mining, and also have more resource within it. In this model, you can see how own and earn in Okinga, and OKG is a governance tokens. But OKG token utility is not only in Web3 versions of Okinga, but also we got plan to expand Okinga into a core IP with more products. So OKG owner can have revenue from other Okinga game and other product of our studio. So with beta versions launched in this August, we have kind of 15,000 registered user, and we also have strategy to acquire user for whole Okinga ecosystem. For Web3, we attract user by profit from PvE, then keep them engaged by better fun and reward from PvP and
30
tournament.
seconds left.
Yeah. Also, we release the free-to-play and in-app purchase version at the end of this year. So ideally, Okinga user should be 90% Web2 version user and 10% Web3 user. And also here's our core team. We have good track record in making game, but the most important in Okinga is we have a good strategic partner, both in blockchain and traditional game. So that make us very confident in the success of Okinga. Yeah. So that's my. Yeah. You guys can ask question.
All right, time's up. Judges, please you ask.
Thank you for the presentation. I have one question for you. So the videos that we saw in the previous slides, are they from the game itself that is already developed?
Yes, exactly. We launched the beta test, on August, and we got the
Nice.
user. Yeah.
Nice. And tell me, you mentioned about your plan with regards to the. You mentioned the word land, but I didn't understand what's your plan with regards to the land.
Yeah, the land is the land is an NFT item in our game. So with the land, people can build up their village by themselves. I mean, the idea here is for people to generate their own content, and then they get the benefit with their content they build. Yeah, so basically that's the land, and also the land is for people to come into the Okinga world and got another activity in the Okinga world, and within the activity, people can get more resource from the game.
Understood. Thank you.
Yeah.
The game looks quite interesting. I mean, I'm a casual gamer. My husband is like really into gaming, like playing everything all the time. Probably gaming right now. But I was gonna ask you, is that are all your assets, the game assets, are they interoperable? Can they aside from your Okinga kingdom,
Yeah, it's
and
all
aside from your other games
original
that you guys have?
content.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
it's all our original content. We build it from the
Original
beginning.
content, yes. But can you
Yeah.
like, for example, have this in Decentraland in Sandbox? Can you can it be
Yeah,
like open
because
metaverse?
our partner is a Sport Network. They also have Sport World. So in the future we're gonna integrate the character in the another kind of
Yeah, because I
metaverse.
hate when I get to a certain level and then the gaming studio is like, oh, we might retire the title, or hey,
Mhm.
I would rather I can play the same game for more than 10 years, right?
Yeah, this game is about insect war. It's kind of
Yeah, no, it's very cool. And then there's the heroes, and then it's like you can see it looks very interesting because it hit points and you can collect
Time's
things.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okinga, they're number 23. We'll have Sugarverse next, number 24. Once again, number 24 from Sugarverse. Can you please share your screen, Philip?
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yep, can hear you.
Yeah,
All right, cool.
Wow, we can see. Okay.
There. All
There we
right,
go.
timer starts now.
All right, so hi there. We're the Sugarverse. I'm Philip, the founder. We're a gaming studio with over 60 million players since 2005. We've launched over 10 games and we have them live on the app stores in 30 languages. Our biggest titles are Lady Popper and Crown Wars. Since 2005, we started with 7 people. In 2009, we received investment from Rocket Internet, a tier 1 VC. We reached 60 million players, and now we're here to actually fix play to earn. We're a really big team, 80 people with a lot of experience, mentioned in Forbes, and we have all been startup founders and game developers previously back with VC funding. So Sugarverse is a candy-themed metaverse with 7 plans and 7 integrated games. And we're actually creating a cyclical economy to fixing the current play-to-earn problem, which is exactly that. There is a constant need for new players to join in order for older players to cash out, and that's all across the industry at the moment we're seeing. And therefore, when the inflow of new players goes below old players, the economy crashes. Now, this is our solution. Players earn a non-crypto token within our games called G-Candy. Then afterwards, they go and they can buy into lobbies with PvP mechanic. And then afterwards, they go into a spin-to-win mechanic, which gives them a multiple for quick buy-ins. And then afterwards, the losing bets actually go into a community treasury that actually sponsors further rewards, creating a cyclical economy. Now, with G-Candy, it can be exchanged on our website for the CNDY token, and then we control a market floating exchange rate. Therefore, we actually remove the volatility of our rewards.
30 seconds left.
We have a real-world partnerships in mind with Haribo, Mars, and Cadbury. We want to partner with confectionery brands and actually give them the opportunity to enter the metaverse. This is our investment round. We're currently in our pre-seed, which is 750K. We're looking to raise a lot more in future, and we're open to equity tickets. And this is our roadmap. We're extending it all the way up to 2026 because we're really confident our cyclical economy can be sustainable in the long term. So thank you very much. Any questions?
Just in time, Philip.
So,
all right, judges, you may start with the Q&A.
Yes, so Philip, thank you. I'm not going to ask any questions because we're already in a due diligence process, and I know much more than what's presented here. So
I think we spoke for a lot more than 2 minutes.
Yes, exactly. So Jennifer, if you have any questions, okay. I have all my answers already.
Philip, feel free to reach out. I mean, I have a sweet tooth, and also one of the gaming companies. I don't know if you heard of Candy Crush. They were one of my clients. So before I became an exited entrepreneur, I was actually the head of business development at APAC and EU and Australia for and Asia for rack space. So Candy Crush, like all the viral games, Blizzard, everybody was my client, even like Instagram,
Amazing.
Facebook, Twitter, and everything. So I had an exit 10 years ago, and then I started my own family office. So anyway, this is interesting. Would hope that we can meet up. And my socials is in my title now. I changed it. So if you want to reach out,
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
more
reach
of a-
out. Absolutely, we'll reach out and we can pick up the conversation.
Cool.
Absolutely. Do you have any questions for now?
About the round, you're raising how much in your pre-seed now?
Yep, absolutely. So the round right now is at 750K. So it's anything up to $1 million, and then we're looking to raise another 4 in the next 6 to 12
Okay.
months.
I just advise you to raise at least two or more million, because even my friends who are raising pre-seed, and we just got in a couple
30
pre-seed
seconds
friend
left.
companies, they
All right.
are
Perfect.
more. You need more of a runway anyway, because how long can winter last? Can last a really long time. So I would actually advise you to make your pre-seed at least 2 mil or more.
Makes sense. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think on November might tell you the same thing. You get more
All right.
friendlies onto the cap table, and people who can bring
It's
in partnerships.
It's absolutely right, and we actually ask projects that are approaching us to tell us if they already raised at least $1 million just to start off, because otherwise there's no point of us analyzing, because they're not going to survive the bear market.
Exactly.
Thank you so
I
much.
completely agree with you.
Yeah, my
All
friend
right.
who raised two, I'm like, go for a third.
All right, no worries.
Thank
We'll,
you.
Thank you.
Once
Thank you
again,
very much.
Sugarverse, number 24. He's the last to present for the second batch, so we're all doing Bowie.
Yep, thank you, On and Jennifer, for the time. And I guess we are a little early, and definitely I would like to kind of pick both of your brain. And one, to share some of your feedback after viewing all these startups. I think there were a total 8 of them, and any comment or any suggestions that you might have. Why don't we start with Jennifer?
Oh, first of all, Bowie, the conference got even better, I think, year over year. This is my second, I think last year was the inaugural. So everyone's like, yay, this is my second year. I'm like, it's only been around. So first of all, kudos to that. I think what I like to see, and I think the ones that popped out better for me are the ones that have like the founder's passion, and it's around a central theme is more evident. So like, the pets guy who's like, he's really into pets. The candy, it was like, look, it looks really sweet. I was like, the guy who is resurrecting dead projects also, you could see that he wants to do some good there. And I think that is sustainable in the long term, whether it's like trendy or not. And I think also, I think On and I had probably similar like sort of favorites that we saw. So definitely, if you ever want to have like the finalist or the people that we like go on to meet us, have office hours, I'd be open to it, because I think these are a great group of people. And I think you're not just choosing those who succeed, but those who have a great mentality, to really push everyone forward and not just push people down and get ahead or something.
I completely agree with Jennifer, and definitely I'm offering what Jennifer just offered with regards to the office office hours. Happy to do that as well. And I'm actually very impressed by the projects. I think that most of the projects that presented are looking good, and they might have a good chance to raise funds and to grow. And I'm definitely going to ask you to connect a few of them to me after this. And I think that the format is perfect. Obviously, you can never say enough in 2 minutes. And even if you increase it to 3 minutes or 5 minutes, it's never going to be enough, because it's not enough time to present even the basics of the project. So I think going into that is completely useless. I do think that it's enough time to gain interest and to know if it's interesting for a follow-up conversation. And as mentioned, I'm definitely going to ask you to connect me to a few of them.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, because 36 in total the application that we have received for this year. Last year I only have 24. It was a lot easier to manage, and this year is I guess I would say it's a pretty successful pitch competition outcome. Seeing 30 plus project applying for this, that means I guess my hard work has been recognized. People understand not just the cash that I'm giving out, because I also line up a lot of privileges and even sponsor like Tencent Cloud. They're giving out the cloud credit 3,000 uh, per project for the top 10 startups. So, and then along, you guys who also will give me a note whether you want to be connect with them directly afterward. And then it's a crypto fund and also a VC borrowing as well as Nimbus Cap. They also agreed to meet with the top 3 winners to have an exclusive one-on-one meeting. So I really done my best to line up all these
You've done very well.
privileges for them. So yeah,
clap for you, Bowie.
but also I recognize. Yeah.
Oh,
What's
sorry,
that?
but I
Yeah.
was going to suggest that, like, if it's going to be so successful and you have such a, I actually like meeting On as well and hearing his commentary. I was like, yes. So I
On
think
is
you
a
might
good
actually,
guy, yes.
you might have to create a think tank out of those of us who are veterans who keep coming back. I think you should consider that, and then
I
you can.
completely
I'm
agree
open
with
to
that.
any
Jennifer,
ideas.
this is starting to be a problem because I agree with you too much today, and I'm known to be someone who doesn't agree usually.
I'm a contrarian usually. I was surprised too. I was like, I don't know about this On character, and then like you started talking, I was like, oh, that's okay.
And Bowie, one more thing that I wanted to say that made me really happy is to see exactly what you mentioned, the amount of projects that pitched and the amount of projects that appear today for the sessions. And it's very nice to see it because, as we mentioned before, we are in a horrible bear market right now, and I'm sure that the market situation is disencouraging people to continue or to start new projects. And it's very nice to see the amount of projects, to be honest.
Yeah, so I guess the bear market is one of the challenge that the startup are facing, especially in this year. I can feel it. I mean, I myself experience a lot, even like to potentially look for sponsorship, to help me to cover my event costs. As you know, I'm not charging attendees to attend the event. That has been a major challenge for me. I shared with you before. There's no secret to it, but that. Having said that, to see that many good quality projects applying, pitching to all of you, and I still feel that as long as you are able to stay nimble, minimize all the costs, and as you mentioned, be persistent, never give up. If you really believe in something, stick to it, regardless of how many failures you face. KFC, the founder actually started KFC after he turned 70. So age is not a problem. Time would not potentially might be a problem, but it really depends on how you overcome the obstacles and face.
Boy, I think actually you are a very impressive entrepreneur yourself. I know, like when I first met you almost a decade ago, you were already Mage Fire, Mage Hold, everything. And so like we've grown up in tandem, right? I think actually if you were to say like, hey, we'll have a game on incubator accelerator out of it, I would wholeheartedly support you. And I'm going to speak for On too, because apparently I can, but I think I would. And separately, I just messaged you because I need to get your ETH wallet. I actually have a personal NFT to give you as well as the 2 I wanted to sponsor. So I have a personal
That
one
would
for
be
you.
lovely. Yeah, that's good. Thank you. I appreciate it. I open the ideas. That's the beauty of organizing this event. I create an educational conference so that everybody get to learn what's happening in this space. We will also extend this whole network that we all kind of connected to each other from project, from investors, and practitioners who are very active in this space. So I guess this is just the beginning of our journey to this space to build something better toward the future, to build a better ecosystem for the startup. So not just the capital that we can bring in, I also want to be able to bring in real value. Value could be intangible, like connecting the relationship, gathering all these key ecosystem players together and share insights. So yeah, anything that you other comment or any other feedback before we close this session?
I was going to suggest maybe because a lot of us is gaming at a center. I feel like it'd be really fun if we actually part of the like fun downtime, we actually had an interactive game together, or we were doing a hackathon or something. Not that I don't enjoy judging and like getting exposed to the various like
Yeah, absolutely. So
categories.
I actually let me do a quick share screen. I do have these uh after party in the sandbox. So did you get a chance to see that video, Jen?
I didn't.
No, was it in the email as well?
Yeah, no, let me do share screen now so that you guys see what's happening.
Right now?
Right now. Are you able to see my screen?
Can I go into the after party then? Because I have my avatars already, my World of Women already, my
Yeah,
all of
so
that.
are you able to see the screen URL, right? So just wait for the video. So this is the after party. I'm not going to play the music, but this is the after party in Sandbox.
Oh wow!
They are sponsoring this game on after party, so we call it the mover and shakers after party for Sandbox. And it will start right on the day 2 after we end the conference for 1 month.
Cool.
And I'm actually featuring a bunch of our local artists in Hong Kong. So let me see if I can grab the. So there are like 3 space where they're going to feature the song. I mean, those are all pre-recording, but they will be
Can I
performing
record
in the
piano?
metaverse. But who say you cannot party on Monday, right? So this is really cool. And then we also have all these avatar created for the judges. So let me find the
Wait,
the
you're doing all these like
flyer.
cool. Okay, can I be the piano? Can I have a piano part? I'm happy to record.
I need to find out for you because I'm sorry I only thought about getting you to be my speakers as well as a judge, and I also forgot the part that you are like the pianist and you have many songs to perform. And you have too many hats that I only focus on more
I'm my own jewelry design.
I only focus on more on the speakership as well as the judging side. So I'm sorry, my bad. But
No, not your bad. I'm happy
Yeah.
to be your free metaverse pianist and singer anytime. Really, really.
I do have one picture that I'm sure everybody will love to see because I have not disclosed the pictures to anyone yet. So let me open up the file.
See,
Give me one moment. I need
you
to
and
find
you and
it.
I have the magic touch with Bowie. It's like we're getting her to show us
Yeah,
her data.
yeah, we're getting everything out of her now.
Yeah. So
Well,
let
I
me
really
find
appreciate
that.
it.
Let me find that pictures. I think everybody would love it. So that was that's this Hong Kong famous singer. His name is George Lam. Have you heard of him or Jennifer?
I think so. Lam Feng, right?
It's Lam Zicheng. George Lam
Oh,
is an
Lam
old
Zicheng.
guy.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
So he has a son called Alex Lam, and he
I
will be
think I've met
performing
Alex.
in. He will be performing in the sandbox after party. So let me share the screen. Give me 1 second. Yes. Are you able to see? Are you able to see the screen?
Now I can.
How about now?
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, so these are the sandbox after party called movers and shakers after party.
Oh, wow.
And these are the artists that are that have agreed to perform in the metaverse because we really took lots of time and effort to build the metaverse after party as well as creating these avatar for them. So that's why we have decided okay, the party should not
it's a
last
really
only
long
a couple
party,
days.
though. It says 9th to.
Yes, we keep it for 30 days. So we keep it for 30 days so that more people can come to the sandbox metaverse to experience it, to have fun, to dance around, to walk around and have fun. So these are the teaser. I have not shared with anyone. This is the first time I'm sharing with the public now. Yeah. So
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So
All right.
but definitely next time I will keep that in mind to get you to be one of the artists to
As long as
perform.
Louis,
So
right? As long as Louis, I'm gonna make fun of you, Louis. As long as Louis, you get my title right. No,
Yes,
sorry.
I'm so sorry. Yes,
No,
yes.
it's okay. I ended up. No,
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
joking.
update.
Oh,
Sorry, Jennifer.
Oh, you're lost already. I ended up sharing the one from tonight, and then I'll continue to share things out because everyone wants to obviously party up with us in real life in the metaverse. And then I think you got all my. So my other partner is leaving for China, but I'm gonna basically bring 2 to 3 people, my other main partners, and then I'm hopefully gonna bring my spouse to because we both know Bowie's spouse. So and on, are you if you're in Hong Kong, maybe we'll see you in the real conference where we're watching everyone stream.
No plans to travel to Hong Kong at the moment.
No,
But thank you
Not
very
at
much.
the moment because of the quarantine and all
And the
these
COVID.
Yeah,
measures.
I'm not taking chances with the quarantines. I was very strict when I was traveling without my family. So yeah, but thank you very much, and definitely let's party in the after party.
We will do that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I do need all of your help to promote it. I've seen Jennifer's post. Thank you. And on is your turn. I need you to help me to post it on various social media channels as well as the EDM. And yeah, then we keep in touch. And I look forward to seeing everyone either physical or virtual at the conference. And it's going to be lots of fun. And we lined up a lot of group program for
I will be
everyone.
in there. I'll be in that metaverse, and I will be there physically. Boy, you can't drag me away.
Great, sounds good.
And on, it's worth it. It's only 3-day quarantine now, and I did the 7-day quarantine 2 weeks ago. So trust me, we can do it.
Yeah, we are. I kind of moving forward a little bit, although it's a bit slow. But from 7 day to 3 day, definitely is the progress to us. So
yeah, we'll take anything we can get.
great.
Thank you, Bowie.
Yeah.
And
Thank you, Jen, and thank you, On. I will wait for your
and
Excel
I think,
score. If you
next
could
batch of
kindly,
people are here, right? So we're gonna
yeah, if you can kindly send the Excel sheet back to me ASAP, then I can review the score and come up the top 10 for the
Okay,
start. I'm
the
sure
Excel
they're
sheets
all
are
equal.
in our is in our emails, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll go do that.
Yes.
I just did another Excel sheet for an EdTech conference like 5 hours
Got
ago.
it.
I'll go.
All right.
Okay. Thanks,
Great.
Bowie.
Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, On. Have a great weekend. Thank you.
Bye.
Hey, Adu.
Hi. I was enjoying the the conversation. She was
Great, that's
very
good.
exciting, right? She's full of energy. I really like it.
Yes, absolutely. I know her for quite some time, and she's everything,
Yeah.
right? So,
Yeah.
she actually can is an artist herself, and next time perhaps I will get her engaged to perform in the Sandbox after party.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah. It's really cool. And you guys decided to have it for 1 month. It's a very smart thing because I mean anybody will be able to find the time between that 1 month. And I mean I'm also curious to if I see like if I am able to kind of participate on that as well. I'll come and check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I guess we are a little bit early, but
Mhm.
thank you for joining and thank you for your time agreeing to be our judge for this semi-final session. While we're waiting for the other judge, I think I'm not going to introduce myself. I've done enough, and all the startups to know me by now. So
Yeah.
I guess I would like you to introduce yourself, Adu. One
Okay.
introduction. Second, will be some sort of a word of encouragement to the startup.
Mhm.
Then third
Mhm.
will be what kind of tips or expectation that you are looking for. When taking these pitch competition, the time is really short. We're talking about 2+2, because we have 12 projects. So at time I'm not going to extend it, unfortunately, because this is the
Yeah.
only way to be fair to all the startups. So
Yeah. No,
over
I'm
to
very
you.
familiar because at In Mind we do at 5 minutes. So I mean, this is like a stealth mission, but definitely let's do it. Yeah. So what time exactly is it starting? Is it like in 3 minutes?
Well, why don't we just go with your introduction? I'd like you to introduce yourself, give us some words of encouragement, as well as what kind of expectation, what kind of tips that you can share with the startup.
Okay, all right.
Over to
So
you.
thank you so much. And I'm a venture analyst at InMind. So InMind is a leading deal origination platform, predominantly from Europe, but we are agnostic across the globe. And we actually focus in terms of fundraising for Web3 startups, and we have a good network of startups and VCs specifically from the Web3 industry. Right. And I do scouting for startups as well as mentoring them and fundraising and connecting them with ecosystem partners. So that's a little bit about me. And a word of encouragement for these startups, I would say, is that it's a pitching session, and don't get nervous, and be just enjoy presenting what you love. What we really want to see is how you are passionate about your startup. So that will be very evident in terms of how you pitch. So don't be nervous, just be yourself. So that's one thing that I can say. And tips wise, I would say just have a timer. Don't exceed 2 minutes, because if you miss, like, the best part is in the end. And if you are not able to cover it up, and we will not be able to see, like, understand the whole picture. So please have a timer and time it. And I think that's it. Yeah.
Sure, thank you. I mean, easy to say that don't be nervous, because but when you are under stress with a very little time constraint that you have to deliver and shine and to stand out among other competitors, it's not easy, man. And time is so
It's not
short.
easy.
So
I know.
2 minutes
I
to
know.
gain your judge's attention, interest, to make an impression. It's not easy.
Yeah.
So if you're able to put this together, really congratulate to all of you. So and while we're waiting, I just sent a reminder to my other judge, Anders. So he said
Okay.
he's joining. He will be coming very shortly, and
Mhm.
I guess we should be able to get him in early moment. So we just have to
Okay.
wait. Yeah. But tell us a little bit about Imai while we're waiting for Anders. So what do you do in Imai, and what you guys are looking for?
So we are looking for Web3 startups. Anyone who's building Web3 based applications, startups. It could be DeFi infrastructure, Oracle cloud solutions, or even like gamify, metaverse, social fi, create economy. Anything that you are integrating Web3 aspect of it, and not just Web3, but if you just take like any one, like, this is my personal thing where I really love, if you are a Web 2.5 session as well, where you are onboarding, you're the bridge between the Web 2 and the Web 3 world. And so what we do is InMind is a platform. So to put it in simple words, like, it's like a social media platform for VCs and startups. And we recently launched our VC rating as well, an MVP, where startups can actually come and rate the VCs who they are raising with, and give reviews, so that, because this industry is like, this VC fundraising part is like a gray area. It happens with warm introductions and connections, so on and so forth. So we are trying to create some kind of transparency through this. And feel free to kind of, if you have a startup, sign up on InMind, create a profile. It's absolutely free. And then reach out to me on Telegram. And that would be great.
Great. So while we're waiting for Anders, apparently there is a maximum spot that people can join in this particular link. So I need the some of the project to come back first. I think one of the project will be Crypto, because to my knowledge you're the last one. So I guess I will remove you for now so that I can allow the judge to join. So Suraj, I will remove you for now. Sorry about that. But meanwhile, you can come back in, I guess, in 10 or 15 minutes. So let me, 1 second. Yeah. And what is the ticket size in InMai?
So in Mind Capital, we do ticket sizes between 50K to about 350K. So in Mind Capital is where we actually started last year, and we have invested in about 11 projects. So we are actually, like, we were like, okay, we are getting so many good projects from our platform. Why don't we invest? And that's how we came up with that.
Okay, great. And do you invest in crypto or both equity and crypto?
Both, but depending on the startup. So yeah, sometimes both.
Okay. Um, I'm waiting for Anders. So
Mhm.
let me.
And you mentioned about the Excel sheet, right? I have it
Yes.
open. Yeah, so I can just with ratios, decimal points, I can score it, right?
Yes, not just one or two. You can do
Okay, okay,
2.5. You can do
okay,
2.9. I think
okay.
that would be a little bit more accurate than just
Yeah,
giving one specific number. Okay, great. Anders is
sure.
here. Um, hey,
Hi, Andrew.
Anders, can you hear us, Anders?
I think.
Anders, can you hear us? You're muted.
Hello
Yes,
there.
can you hear us?
Hi.
Great. Hi. Thank you for joining. And we just did a quick introduction of each other, and we're about to kickstart the session. But before we get started, I think it would be good for all the startups and us to get to know about what you do. So could you please introduce yourself, number one, and number two will be give some sort of word of encouragement to the startup, and third will be any tips or expectation that you are looking for from these pitch competitions. So over to you, Anders. And you need to unmute yourself, please. Is this connection okay?
I think it's frozen.
Okay. I do see him though. Anders, please unmute yourself.
Connect, I think.
Yes.
I'll reconnect in a second.
Okay. So since this is the last session, I guess we do not have to worry about the next session being, with this session being overrun, and then that will affect the next session. I guess I will have less stress on this part. But 4 minutes of the time, it's very short, right? You 2 minutes, you finish and you jump to the Q&A. My tips for the startup will be, if judges will not have any questions for you, you should ask yourself a question and then you should answer it your own, so that you would not waste the entire 2 minutes. So that's what I would suggest. So Anders, could you please introduce yourself, give us some sort of word of encouragement, and also what kind of expectation that you are looking from this pitch competition. Over to you, Anders.
Thank you so much. Sorry for the technical issues. I am a serial entrepreneur and a partner with TGV4. I am now running my third startup, which is a video game publisher and developer. And I am interested in all kinds of things, and how would say it, entertainment related for TGV4. And in terms of pitches, I'm interested for just in interesting and convincing gaming experiences and entertainment experiences in general.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for joining. And I guess we should kickstart the pitch competition now. And because the Q&A is really short, so I would recommend the judge to keep the question as short as possible, so that the startup will have more time to answer your question. So Louis and Tin, I will hand the mic to both of you.
So we'll have Kalang Chat first. They're number 27. Once again, you can please your
I think it's Klangchat first, what I understood. It was a very bad connection.
Yes, first.
Okay, do you see my screen?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Great. So, my name is Henning.
Timer starts now.
My name is Henning from Klangchat. Klang is the German word for sound, and chat, we all know what that means. So thanks for the opportunity to present to you what we are working on. It's our voice and music experience. When I was 12, I used to record my answering machine messages. Sorry. I used to record my answering machine messages with my piano playing underneath. Interestingly, people called me not to speak to me, but to listen to my messages, which I then changed every week. And today, chats from Gen Z typically include voice, music, emojis, and stickers, countless content snippets separately. Public social media is stressful for a lot of young people. Friends create stories together within their private threads, while advertisers struggle to reach them in those environments. Audio does not work well in these outdated text-based UI UX. Audio is most important ingredient, but this is actually where voice communication happens today. Current solutions are just not good enough for the needs of Gen Z. There is still no way to merge music with your voice and create stories with your friends. So with Klangchat, everyone can build entertaining, meaningful and emotional bonds with friends through voice and music and with the help of AI. With us, anyone can merge voice with music and create stories with friends. Our UI UX is optimized for audio. Klangchat enables meaningful and authentic bonds through voice and music. This experience will be built on a P2P. What? Users just by build P2P serverless architecture. Web 2 users can become slowly to Web 3 users just by interacting with music and friends. NFT holders can utilize and showcase their NFT. We offer a solution for promotion, distribution, and monetization of content for the long tail of creators. So we develop a voice and music experience at the intersection of communication and music entertainment with a gameplay. Here a short product video.
Hey guys, I just discovered that we can meet up in the metaverse as well.
Hey guys, I just discovered that we can meet up in the metaverse as well.
Time's up. Nudges, can you ask me now?
Let's try it.
Yeah, that's great. I'm already here. Let's meet up there.
So every voice and music snippet is a little marketplace, and our future chat economy is driven by the sales of music and images and the secondary sales.
Nudges, ask questions now.
I think I can. Okay, go ahead with your questions. I was finished anyway.
So what is the technical basis of this?
We designed an audio engine which is optimized for treating voice and music like on a broadcast level. So it always your voice sounds always very good and is synchronized to the beat. It's got automatically effects. We are working on animegan features, so deep learning features on audio. And we have deep learning features to transform your selfie into manga-like pictures. And we animate these little videos, so it's also these little images, so it's also synced to the beat. And we are using. Sorry.
What's the purpose of the token aspect of it?
Yeah, we are using the ERC 1155.
30 seconds left.
And we use it as a media container for different content snippets. So we have like audio content snippets and images content snippets, and they are all together in the ERC 1155. They can be traded individually, or you can trade the whole ERC 1155, the whole media package, as a whole. So that's the idea about the NFTs. That's why we believe this is a very good opportunity.
Time's up. Thank you. Klangchat. So once again, Klangchat 27. Do we have Astro Metaverse?
Yes, I'm here. Can you
All
hear
right.
me?
Yeah, we can. Please share your screen.
Let me. Can you see my screen?
Not yet. So once again, we have Astro Metaverse number 28.
Or can you see my screen?
There, we can see it now. But we can't see the deck.
Right, just give me a second for this. Apologies for the delays in getting this up. Can you see it now?
Yes, we can. All right.
Good. Are we good
We
to go?
All right. Timer starts now.
Hey everyone, I'm here to tell you about Astra, which is a new layer of digital expression. I think because of the time, I'd like to show you a demo video first. And yeah, let me just show you this quickly and then I can get to answering the questions. So what we're building is a new way to go shopping and playing games as well. So you start off in what we call a cyberspace, which is your home in the metaverse, and you can customize your avatar. And then from a cyberspace, you go to what we call a cyber computer, which is kind of like your guide through going from your home to the different cities we're building in the metaverse. So you go to the cyber computer, and then you can like find the city you want to go to, figure out, and then you get into the city, which is like a fashion city, for instance. There are tokens all around, and you can pick up the tokens you want to pick up, and then go into a store to shop. So the key thing we're trying to do is introduce a non-skeuomorphic way to shop, which is kind of like what the Roblox generation will be doing. It's not like about e-commerce, it's about immersing yourself and seeing 3D versions of outfits and being able to try them on and buy them in a totally new way. So here we have an avatar exploring the environment and checking out the different outfits, walking up to one outfit, and yeah, not to waste your time, but then you can point, aim, and try on an outfit, which is a really cool way to go shopping. And when you're done, trying on the different outfits, you head up to like the exit, and we have this buy thing, and then you can fire that as well, and voila, you've bought the outfit. And what we're
30
doing next
seconds
is
left.
integrating this with e-commerce brands, so you can actually get these outfits delivered to your house. So the core thing we're building for is that the metaverse can make the world more sustainable if we start off the supply chain of shopping from NFTs first, so an NFT first supply chain. And we're proud to be backed by Epic Games, as well as Nvidia, Tech Nation, Meta, and Polygon Studios. And we've been building this since 2020, before the metaverse became a trend. And we've so far.
Time's up. Thank you, Dels.
Okay.
Judges, you may start with the Q&A.
Yeah, I would love for you to like finish the rest of the things, like talk about the tokenomics and everything if you can.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've raised, we're raising 3.5. We've raised 1.3 already. We're going with a daily unlock. So it's the tokens are evenly spread over a long period of time, and no one has the ability to upset or create any selling pressure by removing any tokens from there. And yeah, that's I think.
Yeah. What's your FDMC?
What's my what? Sorry.
Fully diluted market cap.
Currently that would be
launch.
Not, you don't mean valuation, right?
No, your total tokens into the public listing price.
I have that written somewhere, but I can always share that with you.
No
I
worries.
don't have it. Thank you.
Okay, later we'll catch up. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. No, there's any other questions?
So what's the token purpose in the kind of in this world, in the Astro world?
Yeah, so the token is our governance and also what unlocks all the experiences. You buy the NFTs in the stores with tokens. You buy tickets to experience things with tokens, and that's what we have the token for. Sorry, I'll just come back.
You still have 30 seconds left. I think we lost Dels. Time's up. All right. Once again, this Astra Metaverse number 28. We'll have DAO Olympics next. So number 29, DAO Olympics. Please do share your screen.
Yes. Hello. Hello, can you see my screen now, or?
No, we can't.
Hello?
There, it's
Sorry,
loading.
got some delay, I guess. Can everyone hear me
Hello?
now?
Yes, we can hear you, but it's delayed.
Hello, hello, hello. Start still, right?
Yes.
There you
Alright,
go. We can see
timer.
your screen.
Timer starts now.
Okay, hello. This is Arthur from the Olympics, and we are trying to make a GameFi studio within the industry to disrupt the current existing rules, because we're trying to build up some quality games and make it more adoptable for the Web2 players. So what we're trying to do is that, because we see the market potential is growing and we need to make some good games in order to make people actually want to play the game instead of to play to earn and have that notion. So what we are trying to do is that we see the problems out there. The business models are sustainable because you see those Axie Infinity and also Step N, they just rise and fall within just 2 months. And what the problem is that is about their tokenomics is not sustainable, and they're unable to build a chain game that is actually to attract the mainstream audience. So what we're trying to do is that we will create some quality games to cope with all these problems, and we'll to make it to avoid it, and people will learn to more quality games within the Web3 industry. So minimize the pure play to earn notions. And our flagship product, Olympic Rush, which is a 3D multi-active based on the ETH experience team, all-star team from MedHead, ByteDance, and also Tencent, and they can refer the experience into the gaming
30
itself,
seconds
and we
left.
can make use of that. And based on that kind of experience, we're trying to introduce more mechanism into the tokenomics. We're trying to make it a quadruple token structure, which is providing much more sustainable and energetic economy. So, and NFT has got some specific burning mechanism based on time and also the demand and also the depreciation. So first with some real life brands and also esports, because you need good games in order to actually work in these markets. So
Time's up. The Olympics. Judges, you may now proceed with the Q&A.
Can you tell me about your current stage, or which stage are you in terms of tech development?
we have just done our MVP, so we are also raising our seed round funding. So basically, we're planning to launch our alpha version by November, so everything ready by now. But we just need to optimize the graphic and also the user experience, because that's what matters for the gaming itself.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Or if not, I will ask some myself. Yeah, maybe I can talk about the marketing plan, because many of those games like Axie Infinity, they focus a lot in the Southeast Asian market on those, I would say, underdeveloped countries, which people just want to do the play to earn, and they just want to earn. They don't care about the gameplay itself. So what we're trying to do is that we focus more on how to make a very good, player experience, and people would focus more on gaming, and then let people from who are actually willing to pay and play and pay as well, and they can enjoy the game itself, and they can collect more NFTs through our games. And in the future, we can make use of these NFT to cross over with other brands, or maybe get discount from like Adidas, Nike, or Li Ning, Decathlon, whatever. And though that would be the marketing
30 seconds left.
strategy for us to generate revenue, other than just doing NFT pre-sale, and we will have a very and we will make use of also the revenue to arrange to different types of stability mechanism in the future on that. And this is our roadmap, and you can check it out later and see our website as well. And we aim to be the sell within the Web3 industry. So please keep an eye on our project.
Time's up. Thank you, the Olympics. Once again, that's number 29, the Olympics. Do we have Shorna Web Design?
Yes.
All right, so number 31, Shorna Web Design. Please share your screen.
Okay. Can you see the video?
No, we can't. There, it's loading.
Okay.
All right. Timer starts now.
Hi everyone, my name is Sarasa. I'm a mom that survived burnout and IVF, and sorry. So we're delivering 24/7 fully automated AI. Actually, recently we added VR and NFT support systems. Our major goals are to reduce burnout in hospitals and waiting time, and to increase the profitability for everybody across the areas that we have. So our journey first started when we were when I was having the surgery during COVID-19, and the doctors were pretty much out of capacity. So we decided to help them implement a system where they know exactly when they have clients and when they have free time, and we wanted it to be responsive and agile according to their capacity. So imagine if that was possible with the help of virtual reality and artificial intelligence, as well as NFTs. Sorry. So we created a system that first engages them, and we wanted to do this because the healthcare professionals' lives matter too. So 79% of the doctors in China died out of sudden death because of the burnout, and when we have AI systems to support them, it offers us over 60 hours of free time for them.
So 30 seconds left.
Okay, let me skip. Basically, we helped increase their abilities with surgical artificial intelligence, and we created a system where we can map their medical codes into the actual VR environments and NFTs. And we're able to reach the side where the organs themselves and their conditions are also mapped, as well as mental health. And we're looking into expanding marketing as well.
Judges, you may start with the Q&A.
Hi, Sarah. What's your strategy in terms of reaching the mainstream audience? Like, because this is how do you position it? Like, is it Web3? Do you have a token, or like how is it going to interact with the mainstream audience here?
So initially, we have NFTs to onboard the clients, so the patients and the doctors and minorities. Once they purchase the NFTs, they get access to our VR system. The VR system is integrated with the hospitals, so it allows them to basically map their current status, how many doctors are in the hospital, where they are, the amount of furniture that they have, and they can actually shift them from one area to another. The second idea related to that is that we want to stream the surgeries across the globe, because our AI helps the doctors pinpoint the actual areas of danger. And basically, we have something called a clear view of safety, where they're able to get notice with the AI and to also avoid legal action or legal liability in a sense. The second thing we're hoping to offer with this is to offer medical education, because once the NFTs are purchased by the patients and doctors, they can match make it according to their powers. So I wanted to show, because over here, even in mental health, we're mapping it according to medical codes. And we are keeping it responsible, including for children.
30 seconds left.
So yeah, that's it.
And in your product, is it so you already have like this version, like that this testimonial is from the working product? How many people are using it right now?
It's not some of the testimonials are from the prototypes that we have right now. The working products are there as the NFTs to onboard the clients. Right now, we are testing with them to make sure that all the rules are basically respected. We do want a budget to increase that ability. We also have partnerships with blockchains.
That's Shorna Web Design number 31. We'll have ArtBat Live, number 32 next.
Hi.
Hi, Mike, if you can please share your screen.
Yeah. Let me try to share my screen. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, your timer starts now.
Hi, my name is Mike. I'm the founder of the ArtBat Live. ArtBat Live is an art tech platform. We empower artists by showcasing their talent in the digital art battles, and we help talented artists create IP and merchandise using the blockchain technology. We have attracted over 1,000 talented digital artists from over 25 countries and have been doing this for 12 seasons already, using live streaming and esports technology. So this is a proven way to acquire artists worldwide rapidly. More than that, we help artists monetize their IP. One of our latest products is a collaboration with our Season 1 champion to release the NFT toy figure series. The customers can buy a physical toy as well as an NFT. We have tech to automate the process of converting IP into trendy NFT collectibles, and the content can be applied to various media such as music and digital art on the metaverse. We have interesting brands such as Whiskey and Mechanic Watches to create NFT products, which is appealing to a younger customers audience. We have two major revenue streams. Firstly, the art battles can receive sponsorships and advertisement income. Secondly, is through IP licensing and NFT merch sales. So our USP, firstly, we managed to acquire artists globally for no acquisition cost. And our
30
event is
seconds
easy to
left.
scale with live streaming esports technology. Plus, we have automated tools to convert artwork into NFT merch. Also, the NFT merch can be incorporated into other areas such as music and animation. Lastly, our team is a well-rounded team. All of the founding members are serial entrepreneurs and have art and technology background. Thank you.
All right, time's up. Judges, you may start with the Q&A.
So what kind of revenues are you looking at, or are you thinking that this could generate in the longer term?
Actually, roughly is mostly coming from firstly our IP generated from the competition and also from the sales of the NFT and the merchandise. We get a commission from each merchandise we sell. In the long term, we also have collaboration of different brands. So, such as like what I mentioned that we have interested from other brands already.
In terms of, so you're creating IPs, right? So and
Yes.
like you're creating the merchandise. So how scalable is it? Like when a group of when like maybe like let's just say like a million users are using your platform. How scalable is it?
For scalability, because IP can apply for different areas, such as toy figure is just one of our pilot products, and this could be also applied to different media. Let's say for different products, the IP can also have we can get royalties for different areas and different brands, so or different customers. So in long terms, if we have more IPs, or even we can cooperate with other brands as well. So not just our IP and their IPs. So in this long terms, we can create revenues from
30
the
seconds
IP we
left.
created and other brands' IP by selling the NFT merchandise.
What is the state of your technology?
Actually, we're on growth stage, and we just deploying the product into the market. So our first project is already launched it. So we're actually selling the toy figure starting from 2 weeks ago. So we just launched a product to the market.
I believe this time's up. So thank you for joining, Mike.
Thank you.
And next, we have Panidra. Which company are you from, Panidra?
Polyverse?
Partyverse?
Yeah, Polyverse. Hi, everyone.
1 second. I need to check your number.
I'm probably at the last.
Louis? Panidra is from Partyverse.
Polyverse.
Poly. Okay, Polyverse. Can you give the number? Can you give the number to the judge?
Sure.
I'm asking Louis.
Okay.
Yep, sorry.
I don't have the.
We are number 34. Hidden
Okay.
Beyond.
Okay.
Mutu and Michael.
No, Polyverse is 36, right?
Yes.
No, we have Hidden Beyond. Sino ba?
You're Polyverse, right?
No, 34 is Hidden Beyond. That's
so
Mutu
Hidden
and
Beyond. So
Michael.
Panidra will move back you up, okay? So you can join a bit later.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah. So we have Michael from Hidden Beyond, and number is that 34?
That's correct.
All right. Once
Great. Can you
again,
do share
number
screen?
34, Hidden Beyond.
Yes,
Can you
Mutu will
please
be
share
sharing
your
the screen.
screen?
Let me know when you can see that. My partner Mutu is sharing the deck.
So can you do share screen?
Yes, my partner Mutu was here. Yeah, there it is.
There you go.
All right, can you see?
All right. Yeah, we can see your
All right, perfect.
timer starts now.
All right, so my name is Michael, and I'm the relationship manager here. And right now we're building a game that's designed to be a kind of a non-blockchain style game, aimed to attract some traditional gamers into the blockchain space. Currently, we're rebranding. Our past name was Cryptoland, but we are now Hidden Beyond. And Hidden Beyond is an open world metaverse with multiplayer action adventure games, which is our play and earn model. We have an evolving and expanding map that opens the possibility to engage in social activities, earning revenue through treasure hunting and mission-based action adventure games. Those are our play to earn and our free-to-play models. And also compete against other players online to win NFT in-game rewards. So all these games revolve around our traditional fee-based system in order to generate revenue for our company and also pay out our players. And in the past, we've seen some problems with other play-to-earn games. We see, unsustainable ecosystems using more than one token. It gets confusing for users, and a depreciating token that kind of kills the play-to-earn model. So our solution to this is kind of rebuilding the kind of how a blockchain should be from the bottom up, how a play-to-earn game should be run, and how this kind of long-term ecosystem can be sustainable for players. So we're building a game that's kind of similar to what we see as GTA Online. Where players can explore this open world and show off their true skills rather than just kind of something like a 2D turn-based game. So we've designed the game in a way that we have the layer 1 metaverse where things like events, the treasure hunting, kind of these mission-based games will be taking place. And built on top of that, we have the GameFi acting as a kind of a layer 2 where players can join the battle royale modes, the racing, the sports, and they'll be able to pay out in rewards through mystery boxes that are the in-game NFTs. And also, we just want to say we've participated in the Binance Hackathon program. We took 5th place out of 109 projects. We were one of the only early projects with a playable prototype MVP. We also received grant funding from Binance, as well as credits from Amazon Web Service and Google Cloud for the innovative startup. This is just a little look at our team here who's putting this all together.
Time's up. Judges?
Yeah, Mutu is here to answer any questions you have.
We'll start the Q&A.
So what of this is now currently running? What's the status of the experiences?
Mutu, are you here to be able to speak?
Yes, we can hear you. We cannot hear you, Mutu. We still can't hear you.
If we cannot hear Utu, then Michael, what kind of other information you can share about the project?
Yeah, if Mutu have microphone problems, I can try to answer something. I might not have the exact specifics for you right now, but if it's something I can answer in the future, or if there's anything else right now, you can. Any other questions you are thinking of?
Michael, who do you think? So there are so many
30
similar
seconds.
similar things like this, right? Who do you think your competitors are, and what sets you apart from them?
So what we think sets us apart is integrating the kind of the social sphere and the gaming aspect. We see a lot of other metaverses kind of target one or the other. What we really want to do is have kind of a smooth transition where players can have these social gatherings, these hangout spots, while also but able to go smoothly into like the gaming, the battle royale. And we don't think any other metaverses are really targeting that, where there's the combined aspect of both. So that's kind of what sets us
Time's
apart.
up. Thank you, Hidden Beyond. So once again, Hidden Beyond number 34. We'll have Crypto next, number 35. So number 35, Crypto. So Raj, if you can please share your screen.
Is my screen visible?
There. All right. Your timer starts now.
Great. Good evening, everyone. This is Suraj from India. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Crypto, which is a community-led crypto investing app focused on young Indian users. Brief on our team: we are three of us, managing and leading different departments. Three of us have co-founded a startup before in India that was in the used car space, which was acquired in 2020. And after that, we started building in the Web3 space since last year. Crypto has hooked, more than 20 million users already in India, and there is a lot of demand from young Indian users who want to consume content, learn more about the markets. The phenomena has been fairly new. 2017, India had less than 3 million users. Today, India has more than 20 million users. So it's like a seven-fold growth, and that has kind of created a zone where 90% of these users are spending time on YouTube and Telegram to figure out information on the trending topics and trending cryptos, where to buy and where to sell. The affinity has been such that even the volumes here in India have touched 500 billion US dollars on daily basis, right? So the market has kind of grown by leaps and bounds, and it is expected to reach by almost 50 million users by 2025, right? So extreme headroom left for growth. Typically, user investments in India are driven by social peer groups spreading across communities on Telegram. Discord is not that popular in India, because of which users flock to
30
communities on
seconds
Telegram
left.
for expert insights. Essentially, what we're trying to build is an arena where people can consume content, discover insights, and one of the most interesting features that we have built is called trade signals. This is where experts interact with users who can then copy trade signals from these traders. These traders are carefully vetted by Crypto based on past performance, and then only they are allowed to post content. Along with this, we have a host of integrations that we've already completed for Fiat on Ramp, for KYC, and the platform is fully compliant with existing regulatory
Time's up.
environment in India.
Judges, you can
Thank you.
start with the Q&A.
What sets you apart from other type of trading platforms?
So we are not an exchange. Essentially, we are a broker, right? So essentially, the idea is that users spend 90% of the time pre-investing or pre-trading, and that is the 90% of the arena what we are trying to capture, right? So it's a platform where users are following experts, other peers. They are able to see what trades and investments other users are placing, and the agenda is that the exchanges are focused on building the order book, building the liquidity. We integrate that liquidity from all the exchanges available in India and focus more on user experience, distribution, knowledge, chatter in the ecosystem.
And how are you planning to reach mass adoption, like India, primary language? So in terms of that barriers, how are you planning to kind of reach out to the big audience?
Right. So the primary source of user acquisition in India or reaching out to mass audience in India has been like twofold, right? So one of them has been primarily initiatives around content. So influencer marketing, creator economy. We already work with more, with the creators and content creators and crypto traders who are already active on these social platforms. So the moment they sign up with us, they end up getting 3,000-4,000 users easily, right? So I think the idea is that anyways, existing crypto exchanges have grown
30
through these platforms
seconds.
apart from television commercials when they've raised large amounts of funding, right? So I think the idea of distribution, we have already acquired 60,000 users till now. 40,000 of them have already activated their INR wallet, means they're ready to trade now. So this has been free of cost. We have not spent money and dollars on acquisition. So primarily through content initiatives on working with creators and influencers.
Thank you, Suraj. Let's talk later.
Sure, thank you.
Time's up. Thank you so much, Crypto. So once again, that's number 35, Crypto. We'll have Polyverse next. Polyverse, if you can please share your screen.
All right.
There you go.
All right. So timer starts now.
All right. Currently, the NFTs that exist in the market have near to no utility, and we at Polyverse believe that utility is the future of the next wave of opportunity with NFTs, and that utility can be ability for the users to play a particular car in a Web3 game and take the same car and experience that in metaverse. A quick another example could be ability for a user to take their avatar from Decentraland, from Sandbox and Web3 games, and that doesn't currently exist, and that empowers users with true ownership. And we have successfully launched a few months ago, and all our NFTs are empowered with interoperability. And for that, fundamentally, it, it basically we have to re-architect the pipeline with 3D, and I have relevant 3D experience being part of an Oscar winning team for the best movie visual effects for the movie Curious Case of Benjamin Button. And we also have other team members like
30 seconds.
Brian Gill and Yash, who have relevant experiences. So here we are. We are a launched product. We are pre-revenue, but we have launched, and you can experience our NFTs right here. You can scan this QR code right now, and you can experience these NFTs in augmented reality.
Time's up. Thank you so much. Judges, you can start with the Q&A.
So is the business model to sell the NFTs, or is it something else?
The business model is B2B. Our target audience are NFT projects or NFT marketplaces or metaverses.
And how are you doing the interoperability? Are you partnering up with someone, or how is it happening, the interoperability feature?
That's a good question. We do need a basic handshake. However, since these are built on top of standard protocols, we were able to ingest data into Decentraland without any real partnerships. We were in talks with Decentraland, but really quick, here you go. So here's one asset, and we were able to completely use our custom API to ingest the data into Decentraland without any tight partnership, although we were in talks with them.
Okay, thank you.
You still have 30 seconds.
So what is the USP from your post? Is it the creation pipeline? That's your USP, or
It's the interoperability. We help users take those NFT assets into pretty much any platform. There is VR chats, there is Webverse, there is so many platforms coming, and we empower the
Time's up.
user to
Thank you
take
so
them to any
much,
particular
Polyverse.
platform.
So once again, that's Polyverse number 36.
Thank you, guys.
Yes. So we have finished all the startups for the third batch now, Bowie. They're the last to present.
Great, thank you. So once again, thank you, Adu and Anders, for judging. How many have we done for this session?
We have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
8.
7, 8.
Okay, good. So, right. So I guess as a closer, I wanted to talk to both of you and get some feedback and comment or any feedback that you would like to share with the startup. Why don't we start with Adu?
Yeah, I mean, feedback wise, the thing is, I mean, I noticed a lot of them, they were kind of unprepared. So I would say next time, please prepare, because it's very important. You already have 2 minutes, so you make sure that you test around and everything. And also, please, kind of, the most important thing that we want to understand is how, if the team can pull off this project. The main thing is the team. So if you are able to not disclose the team, it'll be very hard for us to understand like how the whole thing is going to work. So that's something like a feedback that I would say for many startups.
Yeah, that's a good point. I did, however, have a brief call on Wednesday with many of them because the time is really limited. So you should really keep the deck as short as possible and make an impression. To deliver the business idea as well as team, and a little bit on the technology part. So although I must say, because 2 minutes of pitching and plus 2 minutes Q&A is super short, so kudos to all the project that have completed these challenging task. For the top 10 final, we will have a little bit longer time. So I think I can stretch to 6 minutes per project, including the pitching and the Q&A, so that they have a little bit more time to present, as well as being able to answer any questions. So Anders, could you please share your feedbacks or any comment?
So I would agree. I think the part comes back to this. So team is one component that's really important to put in place, and I think you have to be when you think about the structure of your presentation, that you are really you need to hit on certain aspects of it, and that you really plan out that well in advance. And that's exactly, however, as Bai was saying, make sure that you spend the time where it's the most, what makes most sexy part. But you have to kind of hit the basics, team, base understanding business. What's the business model actually like? And again, from a very, very kind of traditional, from a traditional VC standpoint, why is this interesting? How can this be worth €1 billion or dollars in the future?
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. But but on the other hand, I think it is also equally difficult for the judge to screen all these projects, listen to very little bit of time and ask couple questions, and immediately you need to score them. This is not an easy task, which is why I personally stay away from being the judge. And since I'm giving out the cash myself, and I think that's a little bit of conflict of interest, and I think it's better that I handle this task to you guys, pass it to you guys to help me. So for that, I'm grateful, and I'm really thankful for all your time and effort to help me screen the project. So I guess I will wait for both of you to send me back the Excel sheet, um, and um, and do join us on the conference, right? So this scheduled on September 8th and 9th. This is a hybrid conference, so I'm having a small physical venue in Hong Kong to cater live sessions and local speakers, um, as well. But on the other hand, overseas speakers, we did some pre-recording sessions. So on both days, we're going to feature them. Uh, and we are having a metaverse type of event platform called Inverse. So each attendees can actually have an avatar to control and to walk around, to visit different virtual booths, interact with others, dance, play games, and there are lots of fun. So, and it will be a great opportunity to network with each other. So yeah, any final words before I close this session? And we are really right on time, and this is really the first time. Last time we always overrun, but I think I kind of like the arrangement that I separate into three sessions with two judges each, to screen the project. So that way you all have enough energy to pay attention, because anything over 12 projects, you would get tired. So even 10 is a lot. So yeah. Any
I,
final words? Yeah.
I would like, even though I was critical about kind of the structure, I think it's exciting the breadth of the types of projects that we saw. And that's always fun. Not everything is a cookie cutter copy of something else. So that was great.
Yeah, that's good. And last year I have a total of 24 projects. And this year I have 36 applications. So I really feel this year has gained a lot of more, I guess, interest from all these startup ecosystem. And I personally work really hard to pull this together, and also fight for lots of prizes and privileges for the startup. So again, the top 10 already, all of you are the winners, because you are part of these game on. Beside the pitch competition, there's a lot for you to gain, so do join the event. But the top 10, one of my sponsor, Tencent Cloud, has agreed to give out 3,000 cloud credit for each startup. And top three winners will receive a total of 10,000 USD from my own pocket. So they will get 5,000, 3,000, 2,000. And there's also a launchpad engine starter. They have agreed to invest the number one winner with 25,000 USD investment. So and also I lined up two more VC to have a one-on-one exclusive meeting. So Adil, if you are interested, that's the form, right? If you are interested to be in touch with any project, do let me know. Or I'm happy to arrange some exclusive one-on-one meeting with Imai and Anders as well. So do let me know.
Definitely. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Like different, like very, like a good variety of projects as well. So I'm happy.
Yeah, and Adil, I actually have a deep connection to India. You and I never got to speak, but my husband actually is from India.
I'm not from India.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was under the impression you were from there.
No, no, I'm actually from Sri
Where are you
Lanka.
from? Oh, I
From Sri
see.
Lanka,
Okay,
yeah,
but
yeah.
then the facial they're very similar, right? So
It's very
it's
similar,
very
yeah.
easy for people to have a confusion. So, but
It's fine.
I'm
Yeah.
actively investing in India market.
Okay.
I have over 20 plus project under Mage Home, my angel investment group, and more than 10 project actually focusing in India market. So we are sector agnostic. So Web3 is one of the component, I guess, focus, but we are also interested in AI, big data, cybersecurity, and Internet of Things. So yeah.
Nice. Great.
But
Let's have a chat later. Yeah.
Sure, but Imai is from where?
From Switzerland. So
I
it's registered in
see.
Switzerland. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
but we are
And
agnostic as
Anders,
well. Yeah.
sure, but Anders, besides True Global Ventures, both of us are the partners of this VC fund, but I understand that you also do a lot of investment on your own, right? Can you share a little bit of what you do?
Yeah, I invest I invest broadly in tech, actually, where I have experience in engagement services, games services, online marketplaces. So pretty broadly, and I am always quite active in my investments. So take a place of a kind of advisory role. I don't need to be any boards or anything, but I usually set up weekly calls and try to kind of help the entrepreneurs avoid the types of mistakes that I've been doing myself for many.
That's great. Well, mistakes experience are actually priceless because you actually took the time to experience it and to be able to share your mistakes and failure experience with the startups. Those are very valuable to me. So
Well, it's
yeah.
something. I hope it's useful. I've had some nice little exits recently, so I'm very happy about it.
Great. Okay. Good. Well, once again, thank you so much, Anders and Adu. Thank you, Louis and team, for helping me to stay on
Yes,
top of
thank
the
you,
schedule.
everyone.
So I
Thank
guess
you.
we have a really good session for today, and I will wait from both of you to send me back the scores. And next week, I should be able to announce the top 10 startup to be able to join the final of the pitch competition. So I'm going to end the session now, and we keep in touch, and I look forward to seeing many of you at the conference.
See
Thank
you
you so
guys.
much,
Thank you so much.
everyone.
Bye.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Anders. Thank you,
everyone.
Adu. Thank you, Louis and Tin. Bye bye.